All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome if you're new. First things first, audio check. Do I need to lower the mic volume? Do I need to increase it? Is it perfect where it's at? What's going on, guys? See people filing in. Irfan says he's got his popcorn. Hellbound, what's up, man? And right off the bat, we have Corey the Legend Landiga. He comes in.
I'm no hero. Never was. Never will be.
Definitely gotta lower that a little bit. Corey drops 5 member gifts for you guys immediately. He was ready to go. Getting 0 feedback. Literally nobody answered me about the audio. Hold on. How is it good? And Hellbound, another legend. Hellbound comes in, drops another 5 member gifts for you guys. So that brings us to 10 members right off the bat. Very much appreciate that, Corey. Hellbound, as usual, tag teaming it. And, you know, I got to play this for you.
All aboard!
The audio's good. Okay. We can't hear you. As you can see, I've changed the setup again. I've changed it again. I have a problem. In case that's not obvious. I appreciate you guys joining me, though. I see somebody asking, how many times am I going to change the setup? It is my PT. Changing my setup is my physical therapy. It's what my doctor told me to do at least 3 times a week. I see multiple people asking what time does it start. It starts in 1 hour. Michael, I don't appreciate that, bro. I'm literally like waiting, like, yeah, what's up? What's up with the audio, bro? What's up with the audio? To be honest, I don't have many predictions for today's stream. I have a few. I have a couple, but I mean, you know, it's Summer Game Fest. The one thing I know about Summer Game Fest, it's a Jeff Keighley show. I have to pace myself. I have to pace myself because his shows are very long. They're like 2.5 hours sometimes. So that's why I only wanted to go live an hour early. Buttery Cheeks, you're saying, MBG, you're looking extra buttery today. Hope you're feeling better, bro. Thank you. I think thank you. Is it the lighting? It might be the lighting. Do I look, is the lighting making me look oily? That's a little concerning. Unless I am just oily today. I don't know. I don't feel oily. You know what? I can kind of see it though. I see what you're saying. I oiled up before the stream, guys. How'd you know? You got me. You do look like you have a filter on, smooth skin. Oh. I've been caught using a filter. And MVP Moss with the $2 super chat is screaming. He's screaming intergalactic. Calm down. Calm down, MVP Moss. I'm going to tell you right now, intergalactic isn't showing up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that drops your excitement level, but I have an idea of what Sony's going to show today, and I don't think you guys are going to be excited about it. Michael, thank you for the jewels, my friend. Thank you. MBG, the state of play is now the most watched yet. I mean, I guess that's not too surprising considering how much Sony hyped it up. The question is, do we feel like it warrants the most viewership? Like, is this the state of play that should have received the most viewership. It was really good overall. I mean, there were a couple points of concern while we were watching it, but overall it turned out to be really good. I rewatched it. I noticed when I rewatched the State of Plays on my own, like, I end up liking it so much better the second time around. I don't know. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast, I suppose. I know what to expect. So it's like, I know what I'm not interested in already. I know it's coming. Mega iPod Music comes in and drops another member gift for you guys. Keeping the member train going. Yeah, and if you guys want to support what I do here, there's a couple of ways you can do that. Consider becoming a member, gifting memberships, super chats, direct donations. These are all ways in which you can support the channel and the community. I'm completely fan funded, so anything you can contribute if you like to does help. And appreciate it, guys. Can't do it without your support. Really means a lot. So yeah, today we have Summer Game Fest, but then on Sunday it's not over yet. On Sunday we still have the Xbox Showcase. And for those, I've been getting a lot of questions if I'm going to stream that. I was actually invited to Xbox's HQ, Microsoft HQ. They gave me my own stream setup, and I'm going to be streaming from there live. I'm just kidding. But I will be streaming it. Yeah. I'm pretty curious about the Xbox Showcase. Thank you guys for the jewels. Appreciate that. Oh, the PC gaming show. Yeah, that's probably not one I'm going to watch, honestly. Tarnished, I'm all right. Still in pain. So just a very small update on that. Nothing too major, but I was prescribed prednisone for a week. If you don't know what prednisone is, it's a steroid to bring down inflammation. It's not like an anabolic steroid, but so I'm almost finished taking that, and it's kind of wearing off. And so, unfortunately, it helped me a little bit while I was taking it, but now that it's kind of leaving my system, I can feel the pain coming back full force. So, I'm just dealing with it, best I can. That's why I keep messing around with my setups, because I keep trying to find like what's going to work best. Maybe this will work. I don't know. We have a direct donation from Armaris Turin. Did I just say something? What did I just say? That might be a real name. That might be a real name, but I feel like I just said something. Oh, hopefully I didn't. Sorry. It's one of those things where, like, once I said it, I'm like, oh, what did I just say? I know I said something. Anyway, I dropped a $2 direct donation, and he says, should watch the Asmon video about the new God of War. Like 1 hour of pure dunking on it. It's so funny. The AI gameplay online is amazing. I'm not sure what that second part is. You're talking about AI gameplay online. Are you talking about like the Cube? Is that what are you talking about, Frank? Like the AI companion? I mean, I don't really watch Asmongold. That's probably not somebody I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I don't know that that's the person I'm gonna go to hear what they have to say about this new God of War game, And I say that only because I don't go to Asmongold for anything. So like, I'm not just gonna suddenly go watch him this one time. If I come across it, maybe I'll check it out. But you're saying it was a straight hour of dunking on it, though. Sheesh. Yeah, there's a lot of discourse happening currently. That's for sure. We have Wabu, but thank you for the $2 chat, by the way. We have Wabu Dude with a $5 super chat saying, any thoughts on Asha Sharma's latest comments about exclusivity? Would love to hear your take. Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone. So let me see. I know she did like her first interview, I think, since she became the CEO of Xbox. And I didn't watch it. I came across it, but I didn't sit down and watch it. And I think what we're going to do is like maybe I'll go live early before the Xbox showcase. And when we do that, I'll we could like react to that and see what she's saying. But when it comes to what she said about exclusivity, I think I can find that. That was trending either today or yesterday. Let me see. Colin Moriarty says, I'm intrigued by Xbox's showcase this weekend. While it's obvious that most, if not all, of their games will continue to come to PlayStation 5, I've always felt like their multi platform messaging and even execution was bizarre and overly aggressive. Should be interesting. Uh, Jordan Midler, VGC. Gaming leaks and rumors. The whole Xbox showcase has been leaked. What? Is that true? So Shinobi602 says Xbox wants to be the number one gaming and entertainment company by 2030, says CEO Asha Sharma. All right, I might have to get. Okay, here we go. So here's what. Apparently, this is what Asha Sharma had to say about exclusives. So I'll play this.
It's a tough topic. Look, we're the #2 publisher in the world, and in order to be a great publisher, you must have your games reach large audiences to play. At the same time, we're increasingly becoming a platform. In order to be a platform, you must have exclusive content and services. And so we're looking at that very closely. I think that we have to be very thoughtful about each title on how we want to think about it and learn from similar cases in the industry, and that's what we're doing.
So for some reason, the volume on that was really low. I tried to increase it, but that was as high as it could go. MVP Moss with the $2 super chat says, who listens to Asmongold for gaming takes? LOL, GTFO. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. He's like the most popular streamer in the world, so there are people out there doing it, you know? That's for sure. So in case you didn't hear what Asha Sharma said, she said it's a tough topic. I think we have to be very thoughtful about each title and how we want to think about it and learn from similar cases in the industry. So, like, to give you my thoughts on that, because I am ultimately answering a super chat here, Wabu Dude. Honestly, it's like, yeah, we've heard that before. I mean, Phil Spencer literally said pretty much the exact same thing back in 2022 when they acquired Bethesda. What is this? Today's final announcement at Summer Game Fest will be a single-player narrative game, says Jeff Keighley. Nice. But yeah, I mean, if you read what she says, we have to be thoughtful about each title and how we think about it and learn from similar cases in the industry. To me, that sounds almost exactly like what, what Phil Spencer said in 2022. He said it'll be on a case-by-case basis. And so that's my takeaway from it. I do think Xbox is going back to exclusivity for some games. But whether or not it's going to be the majority of games, we don't know. And whether or not it's going to be timed, I think they'll be timed. But I think Gears of War will be the first one. I'll talk more about that when we're getting ready for the Xbox show. But I think Gears of War is going to be the first one where they're like, just Xbox. And they might stay quiet on whether or not it's coming to PS5, but undoubtedly it will come to PS5 at some point. That's my opinion on the matter anyway. I mean, I think her kind of going back and forth with the exclusivity thing for this long indicates that they're thinking of doing something, but they know they can't go back to the old way of doing it, because the old way that they did it is what led them to this position in the first place. You know, there's no clear signs that if they just go back to doing it that way, it's going to suddenly work now. Cheese and Chainsaws with a £5 super chat says, the new God of War director said, quote, the gods in the game are like billionaires, all terrible, end quote. It was sanctioned by billionaires, so she has an agenda with it. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't actually been reading up much on the new God of War. I've come across a few things, but here's the thing about the new God of War that I actually haven't talked to you guys about yet. I haven't been able to cover it. Apparently, now I don't know if this is to be believed. I believe it, personally. Apparently, this game is going to be releasing Q1 2027. So like February, March, April, basically. Somewhere around there. If this is true, I don't want to hear anything. I just if this can be a situation where it's this game is coming out in less than a year. Less than a year. It's coming out in 9 months, 8 months, something like that. It's I'm just going to buy it and I'm going to play it and I want to see what I just want to. I mean, it's not a shadow drop, but considering how big of a game it is, and it's a massive single player game, it feels so if it's that close to release, it's I want to just kind of dive into it. But I find it peculiar that this game is going to release so soon. That they're we're not showing you anything. We're not revealing the game. We're not showing you anything. And then boom, we're going to show you 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes of the game. And then we're going to drop it in 8 to 9 months. I think there's something with this game. I'm not going to say what. I'm not going into theory time here. You know, we got to prepare for Summer Game Fest, but I think there's something with this game. Something that's going to be a little bit surprising. I'll put it to you this way. I think it's going to become clear when the game launches why they're saying this is the next mainline game. We have Terry Boy, a member for 13 months. He says, MBG, I enjoy watching all the big gaming reveals on your stream. I saw a rumor online that Nintendo is coming to Summer Game Fest for the first time ever. Cheers. Well, thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate you choosing to hang out with me during the stream. You know, there's many people streaming the event. And for those of you who say, hey, I want to hang out with MBG, I really appreciate that. And Nintendo being at Summer Game Fest, I mean, I guess I could see it. You know, they're trying to sell Switch 2s. I guess the question is what they would be showing up with. You know, what would they be showing up with? So I do want to say, because, you know, the natural question with our channel here, because we cover PlayStation, is will PlayStation show anything at Summer Game Fest? Here's my prediction for PlayStation specifically. And this is it. This is my only prediction. I think Sony is showing up with one game, and that game is Break-In. That's my prediction. I know that's disappointing to some people and underwhelming, but I genuinely believe that is all Sony is showing up with. I don't believe you're gonna be seeing Infamous. People keep saying Intergalactic. Intergalactic is much more likely for a September stated play or the Game Awards. You have to understand that Sony just finally revealed God of War Lao Fei, and this has been a long time coming, and they want all the attention right now to be on the new God of War game. So if they come out and they show Intergalactic, that's just going to take all the attention away. And then everybody's going to be talking about Intergalactic. So Intergalactic, I think, is later this year. Kana could show up. That's a good one, Irfin. I forgot about that. Yeah. That's a good one. That could show up. Geez, you're saying with a £2 super chat, CD Projekt Red global PR director is in LA, so Witcher 4 is the closer. That would be a big one. Witcher 4 is the closer people would be very happy with that. I mean, Jeff Keighley did just tweet, today's closer is a narrative single player game, so I don't know. And we have a couple of direct donations. Perfect Image, he drops 2 direct donations. Thank you for that, Perfect Image. First, he says Queen Amarianus, 1st century BCE, the one-eyed warrior of Nubia, Kush, who successfully halted the Roman expansion into Africa. She personally... Well, the second part, whatever you tried to say with the second part cut off, all I could read is she personally. And then your second direct donation says, MBG, I sent that because God of War Lao Fei, because, well, you're saying these bats don't know history. Well, I will tell you, Perfect Image, that is like the one thing about the new God of War game that I genuinely I didn't know what I was looking at when we first watched it. Like, I just didn't realize, like, she was in the afterlife of the gods. I know that they were talking about it, but it was in one ear, out the other. So when I watched it the second time and I just really knew what I was looking at, I'm like, okay, this has the potential to be, like, way more interesting than I realized. The big question that people, the everyone, I think that's what they call it. The big question that I think is on people's minds with this God of War game is like, are you going to see like some of the Greek gods that Kratos killed show up? New Soul 9 with a $10 super chat says, MBG, out of curiosity, did you hear that the director of God of War Lao Fei compared the gods in the game to billionaires? Quote, they're all assholes, end quote. What do you personally feel the politics behind it will be? Well, I mean, Cheese and Chainsaws just brought that up. I think it's fairly obvious. I think it's the idea of, like, billionaires rule the world. They're too powerful. They have too much control, and they're all terrible. And, I think it's going to try to send some kind of message in that regards. I mean, if she's straight up saying that, then they're not hiding it. Like, they're just telling you So like the gods are basically rich assholes, like that's basically what it is. And I mean, I think it has the potential to come off it depends on the nuance in the storytelling. If they do it right, they could send a good message, and it could be interesting to see how it is maybe trying to draw some kind of parallel or have some kind of commentary on, the modern day world and the way things are. But if this is like we've seen this done before, and if it's not handled well, it can just come off very kind of ham-fisted and like, really, like, wow, like you're really saying something here. Hopefully that's not how it turns out, but I think the idea here is when the director says the gods are basically like billionaires, it's kind of like how today the closest thing to gods on Earth would be billionaires who can kind of do almost whatever they want. They have the most power here, practically, right? So, I wouldn't read too much into it, but we'll see what type of parallels they want to draw and what take-home messages potentially they want to leave us with this game. You think they're going to have some kind of message about socialism? I mean, maybe. Hopefully, I mean, I suspect there's going to be a lot of different messages to take away. But hopefully it's not, again, like I've always said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Everybody has something they want to say. Everybody has a message they want to impart, you know? Just handle it with care. Just do it well. And I think if they do that, it'll be fine. But there's so much we don't know. That is true. Without Sony's billions, they couldn't make it. That's very true. Is it their way of trying to say F you to Sony? Thanks for the money. Yeah, don't worry, but we're just telling another God of War story over here. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. I mean, we'll probably see more, you know, before the end of the year. People defend billionaires all the time. It's so sad. I don't think billionaires need defending. No. I definitely don't think they need defending. I don't know what they need, but I don't think defending isn't one of the things. I can say that confidently. Sony is a company, not a person. Thank you for informing us of this. We were unaware. All right. So let's move back to predictions for Summer Game Fest. Like I said, Sony is my guy. There's only one Sony game I expect to show up today, and that is Break-In. That's the only game I'm expecting from Sony. However, when it comes to other publishers and other games, no. GTA 6 is not showing up. I don't think GTA 6 has any chance of showing up. When it comes to Final Fantasy Remake Part 3, you, in my opinion, are going to see Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. And, you know, I saw a lot of people predicting that this game would show up at State of Play, and I kept telling people it's not going to show up at State of Play. And the reason for that is because, you know, Sony's partnership with Square Enix ended, and the most important thing that Square Enix wants to do and achieve when they announce Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is make it abundantly clear to everybody this is a multi-platform game. This is not a PlayStation 5 exclusive. This is not a timed PlayStation exclusive. This is not a game that's going to have a 3-month timed exclusivity window and then release on PC. No, this is a full-blown multi-platform game that's releasing on everything when it drops. And it makes sense. If you're Square Enix and you want to get away from that exclusivity deal that didn't work out well for you with your first 2 entries in the remake, you don't want to show up at a PlayStation event because you're going to confuse people. You're going to make people automatically assume it's exclusive just like the previous 2. So that is why you're going to see Final Fantasy VII Remake tonight at Summer Game Fest. Now, other games that could show up, I mean, there's been some rumblings of games like Injustice 3 or NetherRealm's next game. That would be cool to see. Stellar Blade 2, that could show up. That'd be another interesting one. I did see somebody ask if I'm going to be streaming the Xbox event. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming the Xbox event. I'm probably going to go live earlier that day because the one thing I like about Microsoft is they like to stream their shows early, at least early for me, earlier. So the Xbox showcase, I think, is at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is great. So I can go live at like 10 or 11 or something like that, and we can hang out for a couple hours like we normally would and then just watch the show. And so, like, by the time it wraps up and we talk afterwards, it's not late or anything, you know? So I will be streaming it. By the way, guys, if you could do me a favor as we continue to wait, we have 30 minutes until Summer Game Fest starts. Could you please hit the like button for me? Let me know whether or not you're enjoying the stream. Helps with the algorithm. Sony should have bought Square Enix instead of Bungie. I do believe Square Enix would have been a better purchase than Bungie, but Square Enix is also in a lot of trouble themselves. They have a lot of issues too. But compared to Bungie, yeah, obviously that would have been the better choice. Mortal Shell 2, that's definitely a game I could see showing up. I watched the gameplay of Mortal Shell 2. It looks very impressive. That game looks great. Hoping for a Resident Evil 9 expansion. I think there's a good chance that could show up. I've been hearing rumors that Resident Evil Code Veronica is showing up. So I don't know. That's going to be a little bit surprising to me because I'm kind of not expecting that, but that would be awesome. It's going to be funny watching you during the Xbox event after your moral speech or moral speech the other day. See if you can contain yourself from crapping on the games. Well, I'll tell you this, Cheese. It's interesting because when I look at the way I was reacting to the PlayStation show, I think people get a little bit frustrated with me because they're like, dude, why are you being so negative 30 minutes into the show, 40 minutes into the show, and you're acting like it's not going to be a good show, or you're anticipating the ending's not going to live up or something. And it's because honestly, and I don't mean to make it sound like I'm demeaning Xbox when I say this. I'm really not trying to. I'm just being honest in that when I go into a PlayStation show, I just have a higher expectation. That's not to say Xbox doesn't have good games and that they don't have good shows. They do have good shows, and sometimes they have good games. I mean, look at Forza Horizon 6. It's absolutely a monster right now. So it's just that, I can't deny that my expectation going into the Xbox showcase, just like with Summer Game Fest right now, is I don't care as much. As in, I'm not hanging on to it as much, And maybe that's what I need to not do going into State of Play. Maybe I need to chill out and take the same approach. Because every time I go into State of Play, I'm literally this is it, man. This is my life. My life's on the line here. So it's well, let's calm down. Just relax and enjoy the show, man. Let it be what it's going to be. But, truthfully, Cheese, I actually think Xbox's show is going to be pretty good. And I say that because there's a really high chance State of Decay 3 is showing up. If State of Decay 3 doesn't show up, I'm going to be kind of upset. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be kind of upset. I am curious to see Gears. I want to see how that closes with the Direct. I'm also curious to see whatever new games they might have. I'm curious if Blade shows up. I'm curious if OD shows up. Well, Cheese, because that's the nature of the beast here. I have to stream the shows, Well, at least the Sony shows, And I do like it most of the time. I just wish I could, I don't know. I just wish I could be calmer going into it. I get too worked up. It happens every time. But, when it comes to the Xbox show, are they going to show games I'm not interested in? Yeah. Are there going to be games that make me cringe, just like when I'm watching the State of Play? Come on, man. Yeah, cortisol maxing, pretty much. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think Xbox has a pretty good chance of having a good show this year. I'm trying to think of the things they could do that would make it awful. I don't think they can. They have too many studios for it to be awful. They, that they're ending with a Gears of War Direct. I unless Gears of War ends up looking terrible, I don't see how it could be a bad show. But whether or not I'm going to be over the moon about it, I doubt that. But I'm also very curious to see if they talk about exclusivity and their new plan going forward. If Crackdown 4 gets announced, we're throwing a party. Do I think we see Kena 2 today? Irfan mentioned that earlier. I actually think, so I said the only game I'm expecting is Break-In, but Kena 2 is a close second. I could see it showing up. I thought that was going to be at the State of Play. Randy, you're saying, I meant to write, I appreciate your content, LMAO. Well, thank you, bro. I didn't read the first thing you sent. I just saw it was retracted, but I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support you guys show. We still have about 25 minutes. If you guys want to drop any support, I'd recommend doing. I mean, you can drop support during the show if you want. While we're streaming it, I'll still have the chat up. But we still got a little bit of time. Where's Judas at? Yeah, I mean, Judas, I feel like it's time to see it for sure. It's been too long, but I still feel like that game's still further out. Hogwarts Legacy 2? No, I think Hogwarts Legacy 2 is a next-gen game, and I think it's going to show up at the PlayStation 6 event next year, to be honest. That's my expectation for that game. Metro? Oh, yeah, Metro. Well, actually, no. I don't think we're going to see Metro because they have a marketing deal with Microsoft. So if we see Metro, I think that's going to be at the Xbox showcase. No, you're definitely not seeing Red Dead Redemption 3. BioShock 4. Bloodborne 6. Now you're in reality. Bloodborne 6. Yep. Bloodborne 6, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm a wizard. Bro's calling me a wizard. Monster Hunter DLC. Well, Capcom, they showed off Onimusha at Sony's event, but I think they still have a lot more to show. James with a $2 super chat says there's a Bleach reference in that new God of War. Is there? I wouldn't know. James. Burger Time reboot? The Onimusha demo was way too easy. I didn't get to play it yet. Did they have difficulty settings you could choose from? Or was it just one difficulty and it was just way too easy? Atomic Heart 2. Oh, yeah, that could show up. They have like 2 games in development, don't they? Yeah, I saw something on Twitter about the demo, but I thought it was just people trolling. I don't know what to take seriously on Twitter anymore. I don't really take anything seriously over there. Sly remake. Oh, I don't think you're going to see that. We need a new Sneaky King game. I'm so ready to see Intergalactic. Probably won't see it till the Game Awards at the earliest. Yeah, I agree with that. I see quite a few people asking for Intergalactic. I think, I'm going to be honest, guys. I think you have to lower your expectations. I don't think you're going to see Intergalactic tonight. It's just not time. Kingdom Hearts 4. Prince, you're saying no more remakes. You're definitely getting some remakes at this show. You're definitely getting some remakes at the show tonight. For sure. Prepare yourself. I'm sorry about that, Nicodemus. I'm sorry. Everybody's got to learn sometime, though. Oh, that's a good prediction. Or you're asking, will Duskbloods be there for Nintendo? People were saying that apparently Nintendo is going to show up tonight. Duskbloods being the game they show makes sense. There's also some rumblings, and who knows if this is going to happen or not. There's some rumblings that From Software is going to reveal their new game at Summer Game Fest. I have no idea if there's any truth to that, but From Software, they usually have a game to announce on a yearly basis. So, but yeah, Duskbloods would make sense. The Witcher 4 is a lot closer than people think. I really see it showing. It'll launch 2027 or very early 2028. I mean, it does feel too early, though. But you're saying it's further along than we think? Infamous Remake? No, I don't think you're seeing that. My honest answer, Big Noise, is for me, yes. Yeah, is Wolverine really worth $70? For me, yes. I can't say for you it'll be the same, but I really liked what I saw. Like a lot. Thank you, Ray. Max Payne remake. Ooh. Ooh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. No, you're not getting Uncharted 5. Could you imagine we just get Uncharted 5 tonight? What will their one more thing be? We know it'll be a big single player. Remember Jeff said their one more thing will be single player announcement, so it'll be something new. Well, I think he's emphasizing it's going to be a single player announcement so he doesn't run into another high guard situation. I think their one more thing announcement could be a new FromSoft game. High Guard 2. That's, yeah, it's High Guard 2, obviously. Is that true, Beezer? You're saying they literally removed the word X-Men for Team X because men isn't inclusive? There's no way they said that. There's no way they said that. I need proof. I know that they're doing like a Team X thing, but there's no way that's the reason they gave. If that's true, that's insane. They're out of their minds. They're like, if that's true, it's like you guys need to stop hurting yourselves. You really do. But okay, Instant Japanese in the chat says Dishonored 3 and Blade, and I will divorce my wife. Microsoft, you hear that? Bethesda, come on. They want to do it for the films as well. Dude, I can't even be mad. It's just audible sigh. Okay, it's just audible sigh. I want to be mad. I can't be mad because it's like, of course that's what you're going to do. And Silent Spartan. Heyo, Silent Spartan.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd
Coming
rather
out of
not be
nowhere.
in. But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah, outside.
Sorry, it's probably
here. In my
echoing.
moment of glory. Yeah, no, I'm living in a nightmare, and I am the cream. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you are. Yeah, I'm on my way, and nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
Silent Spartan, bro, you had me playing that soundbite twice this week. He just came in and dropped 50 memberships on you guys. He did this during the last stream too. He's been coming around dropping 50 member gifts at a time. That's what he does. Silent Spartan, dude, thank you so much for that. Really quick, Danny in the chat is saying the stream keeps cutting. My stream is buffering. All right, hold on. Uh-oh. Two people were saying they were having issues. I need to figure out if this is an isolated situation or not. But assuming my stream is okay for the majority of people, Silent Spartan, again, thank you so much for that, man. Incredibly generous. Was it the soundbite? Maybe it was the soundbite. I bet you it was the soundbite. The soundbite's too powerful. It overloaded the stream. But I really appreciate that support, man. I actually don't have many tabs open. Hopefully that doesn't keep happening. Yeah, I think everybody's saying it's okay now. Well, you know what? Let me bring the stream up, the Summer Game Fest stream, and make sure that's looking okay too. Where's it at here? I know. Oh, there we go. So they have a countdown up right now. I'll bring that up. Where is it? There it is. All right, I'm going to bring this up. So I'll just put that in the corner for now, and then we'll switch that. We'll reverse that when it gets closer. We bring the chat back up. Perfect Image is saying, thank you, Silent Spartan. I assume for the gift. Are they not doing the weird guy pre-show this time? Are you talking about Kyle Bosman? I guess not. Irfan, calm down, man. Calm down, dude. Jeez, if that's... Come on. Please tell me that's not real, man. That's so... It's just disturbing at this point. It's like, what is wrong with some people? Like, we have a problem with the term mother or father now? Like, give me a break. I hope that's not true. To be honest, I'm la 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 la. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't care. People, weirdos doing weirdo things. It sounds like acid reflux. Oh, man. Oh, Irfan's like, Irfan, how did you have that ready to go? He's like, I got it right here, bro. Well, we're not trying to turn things political. No, we're here to just watch some games, get excited for games. But if that's true, that's absolutely insane and needs to be stopped. Like, people need to calm down. Nobody's going to calm down. Anyway. Cheese says, I am Irfan. I don't believe it. That'd be the craziest plot twist of all plot twists. We have a super chat from 18 May who says, not sure if this was addressed, just entering stream now. Any chance we get a RuneScape reveal at Summer Game Fest? 18 May, what has RuneScape done to you? I think I've gotten like 4 super chats from you in the last 2 streams, and every single one has been about RuneScape. I'm just going to say yes, 18 May. I'm just going to say yes to you. Okay? Yeah, quote it. MBG 2026. People need to calm down. Nobody's going to calm down. Do I think we'll see OD? I mean, no, I think OD is going to show up at the Xbox event. I would like to see it. I'm really interested in this game. If we see Marathon again, I'm going to throw up. I almost threw up when I saw it at State of Play. If it somehow shows up again, the new RuneScape. People were going crazy for the new RuneScape at State of Play. Silent Spartan, he drops a $10 super chat, and he says, off topic, but if you like to hear NDE's Mayim Bialik interviews, people who have them on her YouTube podcast, hope you and the fam are well. Well, thank you so much for that, Spartan. We're going through a little bit, a couple struggles right now, but we're trying to push through, just doing the best we can like anybody else can. Overall, though, I'd say we're okay. That I feel like I may have come across this channel. So for those who don't know, he says NDEs, he's referring to near-death experiences. Let me go check real quick. I'm fairly certain I've come across this YouTuber before. I know I've come across a few YouTubers that talk about near-death experiences, and I have to like pace myself with them. Oh, she's the I've come across her channel. I didn't know she did a podcast episode on NDEs. So she's the actress who plays in what's that show called? Why can't I think of it? It's the show with the girl Penny. Oh man, Big Bang Theory. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't realize that's who you were talking about. I've come across her channel though, and she does Jeopardy now, doesn't she? That's so random. Yeah, I might have to check that out. I've definitely watched some really crazy stories about NDEs, and they really blow my mind, man. Like I never know what to think of them. Like I never know if it's like, you know, it's just your brain taking you on a nice trip, or if it's actually like, no, dude, that's like straight up, this is your soul leaving your body, and your body didn't actually die yet completely, and you came back. It's hard to know, but I always find it fascinating. And the ones I find most fascinating are the ones where people talk about seeing things in the, like, a lot of times it's in like a hospital setting where they're like clinically dead and they're like outside of their body and they can see the entire room. It's almost like they have like an overhead view and they can recall details that would otherwise be impossible for them to know. That always fascinates me because I'm like, okay, what's going on there? You know what I mean? Something's clearly going on there. But Silent Spartan, I appreciate that, man. And maybe when I get a chance, I haven't had much time these days lately to watch longer form podcasts. But maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, let me bring Summer Game Fest back up. We're gonna sort this out now. Guys, we have about 8 minutes left. I'm gonna disappear for a second here. I just realized all my member stuff is over it. Hold on. Let me fix that. Is that good? I feel like that's pretty good, right? Make it even a little tighter there. I think it looks good enough. And let me get rid of this stuff. Just kind of do it one by one. Bring that stuff back up when the show is over, and let me now get the audio to come through. So I don't know how loud that is, so I'm sorry if that's very loud. Oh, it's not even coming through for you guys. Settings. The volume's ear. Did your ears just get blown out? I feel like it really did just get a lot louder. Rich says, I forgot about this. NEPS games, XB is repulsive.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
I I knew that. Wait, yo, Cheese warned you guys. He warned you that was gonna happen. Let me know if I need to increase my mic volume at all. Jeff is very happy.
Yes, you guys are prepped and ready.
Indeed.
It's a good one. Don't worry. All right. Hello, everybody.
Don't
and welcome
worry.
to Summer Game Fest, gaming's biggest global showcase of what's next. You know, we started SGF back in 2020 because we didn't want to lose that magic moment every June when gamers around the world come together to hype ourselves about the future. New worlds, new stories, new characters, and yeah, maybe the return of some fan favorites too. This is our 7th and biggest SGF, and I have to say, guys, the magic is back. We have a great show for you today.
The magic is back.
Now, over the next
Billy
2
Puppet?
hours, we, alongside some of the world's most talented game developers, are going to show you why gaming's best days are right ahead of us. What I love about SGF is that we put platforms and rivalries aside. It doesn't matter where you play, everyone is welcome here today. And right now, everyone has a lot of games to play. As you can see behind me, in just the first 5 months of 2026, Steam saw a record-setting 9,265 new game releases.
How is he going to
and that's
say
up from
it's not about
7,800
any one
last year.
platform and then
There are
highlight
now
one
more
platform?
games and more creators than at any point in the history of this great
Damn,
medium.
dude, that is a lot of
Now,
games.
sure, a cynic might look at those numbers and think, how can anyone possibly break through with their game? But then you look closer. So far this year, Steam, 10 of those, they come from
What?
publishers. Isn't that great? Absolutely. And most of them were brand new IPs like Mugenics, Windrose, or Far Far West. That tells you something important.
Yes, Sony,
Players,
see what
you
happens when you
guys are
take your
hungry
games
for
off
new
Steam.
Experiences. You want originality, games at different price points. And when developers take bold, creative swings, turns out you guys show up for them. Really great. So congratulations to all those games. Now, you know, some games, they become global blockbusters, but others actually find smaller, passionate communities that love them deeply. And today, both of those kinds of success matter. The truth is, not every game has to be for everyone. That's what makes this medium so exciting right now and makes SGF so rewarding, because this show helps drive discovery. I hope you find your next favorite game today. So get ready to get wish listing. Should we get on with the show?
Yep. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm ready.
It's going to be a fun ride. So let's get started with our preview of what's ahead with our first announcement.
You know, dude, you know Jeff's excited. He's literally like bouncing up and down, bro. OD?
Oui? Qui est-ce? So, you're the American who called earlier. The sister of the man on the 3rd floor. Ah, welcome to Paris. It's so nice to meet you. Brr, it's freezing. Come in. Come
Resident
in.
Evil?
We don't want you to catch a cold.
You think it's Resident Evil?
I hate to say it, but your brother is, well,
It looks like the RE
quite
engine.
odd.
Yeah.
In we go.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think it's Resident Evil. What?
Oh la
Is the
la.
stream glitching?
Mais quelle pagaille!
Oh, it's glitching.
He's made such a mess again. Think, I
I
just
hope it
cleaned
fixes
up a
itself.
week ago. It's like a boulder rolled through here. Huh? Ah, the delightful biscuit. I'm sure he won't notice if we help
The
ourselves.
audio's like ahead of the video. What the hell?
I'm so sorry. It must be the maintenance. Bring some nice coffee.
What the fuck is going on? Should we just refresh it? I'm afraid to refresh it. I think it fixed itself. Let's see. Yeah, it's not the stream. I think it's the show itself. Yeah, I think it's definitely Resident Evil. Maybe the expansion for 9. Oh, you think it was Claire? Oh no, is it Code Veronica? Yeah. Oh damn, dude. Yo.
Don't move. Claire Redfield.
Yo, that's hype. That's hype. Now that's an opener, bro. Hell yeah. That's okay. Oh, next dude. You called that first, bro.
Capcom on a roll. What a way to kick off the show. Resident Evil Veronica revisits a classic title from the Resident Evil universe.
Amazing.
Reimagining the experience for today's players. Thank you to Takeuchi-san and Capcom for that incredible news. Now,
All right, dude.
some surprise breaking news from one of the top independent game studios
Very strong
in
start.
the world.
CV was the worst one of the worst REs. Wanted RE0 slop.
Hello there, I'm Cuphead
Aqua Ninja
here
says
at
looks better than
Studio
Requiem.
MDHR headquarters. And today, we have a special announcement for all of
Cuphead
you.
2?
We're happy to confirm that development has begun on a brand new, hand-animated Cuphead video game.
Oh.
Our talented team is hard at work on this ambitious project, which will take Cuphead and friends on a fresh, exciting adventure. It's still in early stages, but we look forward to revealing more when the time is right. Well, from all of us here at Studio MDHR, thank you for... I didn't know this was plugged in. Hello? Yes? Oh, indeed. Oh, you want me to tell them? Yes, I'll tell them. Yes, right now. Well, it seems I have one more surprise. A small team within our studio has been working in secret on something completely different. This new project is a love letter to the era that brought us into the world of video games. We have prepared a sneak peek, and I'd say... it's pretty radical. Over here? Ahem. Pretty radical.
Let's roll the clip.
Now in development at Studio MDHR.
Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
It's Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
Oh, wow.
A new fast-action platform shooter with arcade-quality graphics and amazing sound. Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
Way to announce it.
MDHR.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that announcement.
You know I love my puppets. That was great. And there you have it. 2 brand new
been a
games
long
from
time
Studio
since we heard from them.
MDHR up in Canada with Mighty Cuphead Adventure, a true 8-bit action platformer coming to consoles and PC And then a brand new hand-animated Cuphead game has been confirmed too. Great news. All right.
Strong opening so
now
far.
Please join me in welcoming my co-host and partner in a new game discovery website called Looking for Game. It's Lucy James, everyone.
Thanks, Jeff. I am thrilled to be back here at Summer Game Fest, and I'm excited to share in so many incredible announcements. Now, this next one is very special for me. It's a game we've all been waiting to see for a long time.
Century games. Yo. Nuh-uh. Hold on. What? Oh, this is Alien Isolation 2. I was thinking Predator 2. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm like, Predator?
こんな失態を見逃す会社ではないの。これは最後のチャンス。
Who's saying Sonic Frontiers 2?
Do you understand? Yes. I understand.
Damn, dude. Jeff wasn't kidding this time. He just had, that's 3 announcements so far.
Hi, I'm Al
Pretty
Hope,
big.
Creative Director of Alien Isolation 2.
And I'm Anna Sofikova, Art Director of Alien Isolation 2.
Mini Tom's happy. He's like, yes.
On behalf of the whole survival team at Creative Assembly, we're very excited to share our return to the survival horror genre. It's been 12 years since we released the first Alien Isolation, and we're continuing what we started, creating an authentic new chapter which builds on that core isolation experience of escaping the terrifying, unkillable, relentless alien.
And this time, we're unleashing the alien on an unsuspecting colony world. From the claustrophobic confines of the colony itself to the exposed and storm-ravaged landscape surrounding it, Kurosaki Station is a new hunting ground for the ultimate apex predator. Players will face a desperate struggle to survive and escape, and we cannot wait to show you more in the future. Thanks.
Damn, man. I mean, what a strong opening so far.
Thanks so much, Anna and Al. Today, we are honored to have one of gaming's true visionaries here with us in the audience. For more than 2 decades, his work has reminded us that games can be emotional and deeply human. From Eco to Shadow of the Colossus to The Last Guardian, he has left an unforgettable mark on this medium. Please join me in recognizing the legendary Fumito Ueda-san. Ueda-san, great to see you.
Wow. Wow, man.
And
Summer
now,
Game Fest showing up.
Let's talk about his next game. A few years ago, we gave you an early glimpse at Ueda-san's next game, then known as Project Robot. Well, now it's time to step deeper into the mysterious, unsettling, and epic world that marks Ueda's first game in a decade. Let's take a look.
Cheese says, I bet a Predator appears in new Alien Isolation. That'd be insane. See, like, dude, how does Sony let creators like this get away from them? That looks really good. Gen Atlas.
Does that look incredible? Oh, all right.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I
gonna
cannot
play
wait
that.
for Gen Atlas. Thank you, Ueda-san. All right, well, next we travel to the east, to China, circa 848 AD. Blood Message is a cinematic single-player action-adventure game from NetEase. You are a messenger who embarks on a perilous eastward odyssey with your son, fighting against impossible odds.
Yeah, I remember when this was first revealed. I think people were going crazy over it.
河西始于吐蕃50余载，意其分歧，却从未有人坚守如我等之久。今日天枪大捷，以寡破众，裴对这当即首功。
Oh damn!
好剑，又进阶。
Combat looks brutal.
该你了。
阿爷，大人们说，只要河西归唐，你不打仗，也能守住我们的家。
再不投降，全部杀光！誓死！不降！
Man, dude, this game looks kind of crazy. Dude, the combat looks... assuming like we're actually watching like in-game combat, looks really good.
人都死了，哪来的枪？
He got the CCP money. At least the game looks good though. Dude, the combat looks brutal. Yeah, there was a teaser for this before. So I'm assuming what we're seeing is some gameplay, just without the HUD. That looks good, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that looks really good. Blood Message, I mean, dude, we're 20 minutes into the show, everything looks good.
还有像阿宁一样的孩子们，就再也不用怕没有家了。
Do we think that's like a 2028 game?
Now, please welcome a game developer who is visiting the US for the first time in 2 decades. From RGG Studio, it's Masayoshi Yokoyama.
Stranger than Heaven.
Konnichiwa, Yokoyama です。本日はストレンジャーズ・ヘブンについて新しい発表がございます。まずはこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Hello everyone, this is Yokoyama. Today, we have an exciting new update about Stranger Than Heaven. First, please take a look at this.
調べたぞ、お前らのこと。海の向こうじゃアジア人ってんでのけ者にされて。日本じゃ毛頭扱い。俺は何人なんだって何度も思ったろ。敵討ちか。つまらねえことに人生使ってんな。大統領。
この件にけじめをつけねえと。
This stream's buffering a
俺の人
lot.
生始まらねえんだ。
how you just see Snoop Dogg.
Crazy. Well, Yokoyama, we got a lot to talk about. But first of all, we have a release date.
本作の発売日は
Rich, you're
2027
saying
年
Alien
1
DOA
月
for
15
having
日とな
Xbox
ります
logo first.
そして先ほどの
Stupid
トレーラー
cowards.
には新しいキャストも情報が含まれていましたが
Rich.
その件に関してはこの方に語ってもらいましょう
Stranger Than Heaven will be released on January 15th, 2027. As you may have noticed in the trailer, we revealed some interesting new cast members. To tell you more about that, I'd like to bring out a special guest.
Please welcome Snoop Dogg.
Please welcome Tupac. Dude, I feel like Snoop Dogg is everywhere in everything. Snoop Dogg's cool.
Snoops. Everyone's talking about this
What up,
game.
though?
Did he just
It's
call him
so good to
Snoops?
have you here, man.
That's crazy.
So you teaming up with Yokoyama. Tell us, how does this happen? Why do you want to work with RGG?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Sega. I've been playing that game since it first came out, and you know, to be associated with such a great game and such a great
awesome.
person like this and the team that they put together, it's an amazing, you know, feat for me. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
Now, we got to talk about what just announced in this trailer. How's Tupac being a part of it?
Yeah, he's really tall.
You know, the Tupac estate and my son and myself, we work very closely together. So it just made sense to put him in this game because his likeness and his spirit still lives on. And I just feel like it was so connected to what we're doing. So what y'all think?
Game looks insane. I'm sure you got more surprises in there, too. I know the song sounds great. Well, we're looking forward to hearing more on Stranger Than Heaven. I also want to ask you, though, about something a couple years ago at TGA. You and Cordell talked about Death Row Games is something that you guys want to do. Any updates on what's happening there, DRG?
Yes, sir. Death Row Games, you know, we're building a hip-hop gaming universe, bringing an authentic culture to life, you know what I'm saying? And we just got a lot of plans that we're planning on actually bringing to life in the next, you know, couple of months.
Okay, well, we'll hopefully hear more on that soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Snoop Dogg. Thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all.
Yokoyama-san, Jamil, appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Fantastic. More crazy stuff to come. All right, next we're excited to announce the stunning debut title from a new studio in Sweden. Hex is an open-world action-adventure game from key creators behind The Division and Little Nightmares.
Oh, wow.
You brave the wild north as researchers stranded in a mind-bending, player-shaped procedural world. This is a very cool game. Take a look.
Think Jeff Cook? Oh, this looks really good. This is a really interesting looking game. Yeah, I like that. I think it's a co-op, maybe? Cube. I wonder if it'll come on the console. They just have a PC listed for now. That look good.
I I can't wait to see more from Hex. It looks absolutely stunning. We have much more SGF to come, but first on June 14th, Dead by Daylight is celebrating its 10th anniversary. Watch this closely because here's a little tease of what's ahead.
That's crazy. I mean, I spent so much time at Dead by Daylight. 10 years. Pennywise. Mortal Shell 2 looks really good. Say open beta now live. Okay, only on Steam. Damn. I'll probably play that when it comes out though. It looks really good. Yeah, you wish, Nicodemus.
Is it dangerous? Edward. Privateering. Is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Gentlemen, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Can you feel it, Addy? We're moments away from the grandest prize of all.
After you, Captain. Path ahead is dangerous.
Don't save me a spot in hell, Shaka.
Path ahead is dangerous.
There's no way somebody in the chat
Don't
says
save me a
sloppy
spot in hell,
salt.
Shaka. I ain't coming soon.
Welcome back to SGF. That was Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which is arriving July 9th. Now it's time for the announcement of a game that reunites one of the best action game developers in the world with a legendary franchise.
Paramount Games Studio. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So Platinum Games is making a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, I've never been into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to be honest. I just never got into it. Oh, The Last Ronin, though. That's like a more mature version, right? Oh, man. Yeah, I know people want that. People want
you guys
that.
having fun yet? We are just getting started, believe it or not. All right, well, that's another TMNT game from Platinum Games, and I cannot wait to learn more about Last Ronin. Now, please welcome two-time TGA loser for Expedition 33 and Final Fantasy 16. It's Ben Starr, who voices the Visitor in Fortnite.
You called him a loser.
Hello, Summer Game Fest. For the past little while, I have had the incredible opportunity to step into the world of Fortnite as the Visitor. And today, I finally get to share a glimpse of where that journey is heading next. We've been working on this for a long time. A new season is about to begin, and everything is about to change.
Did they really bring out Ben Starr for Fortnite?
Let me show you what's coming in Fortnite's next season, Runners, launching later tonight.
You know, they can't all be winners.
The hunt for power breeds chaos. And that chaos is spreading with these sprites. Creatures born from 0-point energy. They can make you stronger, faster, more dangerous.
It's the most played game on PS5.
Resist that kind of power. So
I hope you're all happy.
Secure them.
You know what's crazy is I've tried playing Fortnite because I'm like, there's got to be something to it. Like, there's just, if the game's this popular, there's got to be something to it. I tried playing it. LG Alam, and you're saying Marvel 1943, Rocksteady founders, new game reveal, Injustice 3, Alien Isolation 2, From Software presents 2 games today, and Max Payne remake trailer.
If you're wondering how we end up on this new island, you'll have to jump into the Shattered event happening live inside Fortnite right after Summer Game Fest. This season, we asked every player to choose a side, and in the live event, that choice changes your experience. It has all been building to this moment. The party starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, but the doors open early, and trust me, you'll want to stay
That
to
is
the
a pretty
very
significant
end of the
achievement.
event.
Never tried it once.
I've got a little surprise waiting for you.
The stage is set. You chose your side. This ends now.
Now it's time for a special announcement from Bandai Namco
when's
about
it?
one of
Come
the
on.
most influential sci-fi franchises
Gotta fix
ever
itself.
created.
Should I refresh?
On Earth, mankind measured time by seasons, not sirens.
Should I refresh or just assume it'll fix
For a
itself?
moment, the future felt promising.
They're inside! They're inside!
Out here, that promise is a lie.
I think it fixed itself. Oh no. I'm afraid to refresh.
Every breath taken is inside an armored
It's not me, it's the stream. It's the stream itself.
There's one man.
Alright, I think it just fixed itself.
The pilot.
Gundam Rogue Orbit.
Find me. I'm here.
Thousands of games launch every year, so finding your next favorite can be tough. That's why I'm launching my new newsletter, Looking for Game. Thank you. I'll be curating and selecting games that deserve your attention every week and sending demos and exclusive playtest invites straight to your inbox. Head over to lookingfor.game to sign up with player.gg. Speaking of fun, unexpected games, this next title comes from a solo developer, Adrián Mulero from Spain. It is a co-op physics game about 2 geese and 1 very fragile egg.
Okay, Honky, ready to be a parent?
Sure, don't worry. This is a piece of cake.
Be careful with our little baby.
Don't drop it, don't drop it.
This game is stressing me out.
Be careful with our little baby.
Don't drop it, don't drop it. Careful, to left, your other left.
Okay, new plan.
Oh my god,
This is
it
a good
keeps
one.
desyncing.
Are you listening to me?
Why does it keep desyncing?
What is this? It's way too hard.
Watch out with our baby. Watch out with our baby.
Yeah.
Just focus.
Really hard.
What is going
Gosh,
on?
that looks really hard. Maybe if
I'm
we
talking
look
about
for
the
some more
audio. What is
people,
going on with the
it would be
audio?
easier. This really is
PlayStation's
an
DDoSing.
extremely hard game.
Congrats, Adrian. What a fun game. All right, now it is time for a debut game from a veteran team of developers who come from Naughty Dog and Infinity Ward and other amazing studios. Over the past half-decade, they've quietly been working on an ambitious new project. Here is the global announcement.
High Guard 2.
People are endlessly disappointing. They're greedy. They're cruel. They lie. They're bullies.
Hey, Stokes? Yeah, I got one of them.
So that's what I say when I look at someone like you. Bully.
See, that's where we're different. I genuinely like most people.
Oh, well, then you're truly a sick fuck.
That's no moon.
We need to move. They'll be coming for you.
Coming for us. You're not one of them anymore.
Yeah, well, that's temporary. Just like you and me.
You guys don't understand the real threat. Not like we do.
Hurry, stay low! If I go to work with my enemy to survive, so be it. For now.
Either we fight those things together, or die alone.
I have the phone.
No. Do not touch him.
fight together or die alone.
Yeah, that looks good, man. I like what they just showed. Crossfire. I mean, yeah, dude. I like the way that looks.
For over 18 years,
Damn.
Jacob and I have developed character-driven games.
That's an
with
interesting
the goal of thoroughly
mustache.
connecting design and story. In Crossfire,
Is he
two
wearing-
opposing operators must form
What
a
are these
temporary
guys wearing?
alliance. Depending on one another is their only chance of survival.
To support this narrative, we completely rethought how cover and traversal work together and created a system that rewards tactical thinking, stealth, and repositioning. It's called Adaptive Cover. With Adaptive Cover, our player character Layla dynamically adjusts her stance to react to the complex terrain and the enemy's line of sight. It fundamentally changes your relationship with the environment and becomes an active skill to master.
Shout out to our amazing team at That's No Moon, who are meticulously crafting Crossfire. It's for all of you who, like us, love high agency, single player, story driven games. Thank you.
All right, I'm sold. Yeah. Jeff's like, all right, bye.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Jacob and Taylor. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we introduced the next game from Remedy Entertainment. Here's a new look at the mind-bending world of Control Resonant.
Yeah, guys, I get the feeling that Max Payne remake is not going to be announced until
7
after
years.
Control's out.
The oldest house.
He embraces his baldness.
Everything we tried to contain.
That beard is a
now
bold
loose
choice,
in the
Cotton.
streets of
Let's see if it
Manhattan.
pays off for him.
This was caused by a new type of hostile resonance. It is beyond anything that we can currently measure. It's all quite terrifying.
Will we get a PlayStation game in the show? Probably Fair Games. Breaking in the Summer Game Fest, man. I mean, I don't need to see any more of Control Resonant, you know?
Dig deeper.
I'm probably not going to be able to play it when it launches, but
In every way we can.
but I'm definitely going to play it at some point.
Before it's too late.
Oh, the game that's coming out the day before
Right
Onimusha.
now, it's time for another Summer Game Fest exclusive.
PlayStation
The
Store is getting
announcement of
updated
the
right now.
next
Something's coming.
In a storied franchise.
Fair Games. Kyle, calm down. It's Fair Games, bro. I'm sorry. Oh my god, why does it look like Highguard? Bro,
We
why,
all have our own
why did it look so much like Highguard?
Vast frontier.
Sorry.
But for our guild, we who protect this land, one reason stands above all others. Our wonder. You feel it
Uh-oh.
too. We see it in your eyes. Wonder at the astonishing power that shapes
Is this
land.
Is this RuneScape? Dude, if this is RuneScape, 18 May is going
At
to
the
literally
great
explode.
spirits to whom we are bound. At the gods who hold dominion over all.
Guild Wars 3?
We cannot guarantee your comfort or even your safety. But if you yearn for horizons unexplored, for fellowship and purpose, for a cause worth dying for, to you, we can promise magic.
Oh, Cheese, you called it, bro. Guild Wars 3. Who said low guard, bro? Sorry, 18 May. I said PS5 and Steam.
To everyone watching both here and live online around the world, I'm Colin Johansson, the studio head at ArenaNet, and I want to thank you for watching the exclusive first look at our upcoming game. The time is right for the next evolution of the MMORPG, and that game is Guild Wars 3. Glad you all agree. Guild Wars 3 is an epic world that is both beautiful and fun to explore, where the joy of movement is powered by your character's momentum, and combat will usher in an entirely new type of MMO experience. By launching on PC and PlayStation 5, we're inviting the biggest audience yet to experience the world of Guild Wars. We're so excited to welcome all of you to join our Guild Wars community. Go to guildwars3.com to sign up for our newsletter right now. Thank you.
Rich is like, now that's my kind of game and my kind of developer.
Thanks, Colin. Get ready to blast across the galaxy with daring races, dangerous rivals, and some very familiar faces. Star Wars Galactic Racer is coming this October. And now it's time to head to a brand new planet, Dervan Akos. Now this is pod racing.
This actually looked pretty good.
To Dervan Akos, where champions are born and losers annihilated. My sources say you've been making friends amongst our fellow League pilots.
Racers don't go head-to-head against Sebulba. Legends do.
They are not your friends.
I've seen you at Kestar's side.
Stay out of my way.
Oh, this is the dream shape.
Oh my god, the audio.
There's a reason why they call Kestar Bul the champion.
The golden age of the Galactic League begins now!
Yeah, it looks pretty good. But, I mean, it's coming out October 6th. It's so close to so many other games, man. There's too many games coming out in September and October. End of Abyss. October 1st. Jeez. Last Harbor. Oh, I don't know, Lone Wolf Gaming. I gotta make a list.
We announced Sega's plans to bring back many of its classic franchises, including Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Another one is Virtua Fighter. Today, we've got your first ever look at the surprising scale and scope of the next installment. This is Virtua Fighter Crossroads.
Are we talking about your ex?
Hey, I've got an idea for you.
Hey, Cielo. Bet you're hungry after this morning, huh? Same as usual?
Your sister's really taking this whole job thing seriously, huh, Divina?
I know.
They really weren't kidding about this being a fighting town.
We're all fuck-ups. Otherwise, we wouldn't be living in Villa Sapara. Kill them all!
Hey, it's me.
There he is!
Shit. This is not gonna blow over, Cielo! You fucked with the Chinese mafia!
One more move and I'll cut her fucking head off!
All right, just take it easy.
That's your...
All right, what did I miss? What is this?
You play the part of a fighter, but you are lacking in kung fu.
Oh, is it still? Okay, it's still Virtua Fighter. I missed the GTA 6 trailer? No way. Oh man, my neck is in so much pain, guys.
That's Pai Chan!
Who's Pai Chan?
What?
Is the audio still out of sync? Do I need to refresh it again? Yeah.
It's been 25 years since RuneScape was born. That Duriel 321
It's just messed up.
in Falador. Finally, this legendary universe is coming to console with RuneScape Dragon
18 May is about to explode.
On PC in early access. Here's a new one.
Maximilian dude's losing it over that. I just refreshed it. I think it's still out of sync. Yeah, I don't think it's on my end.
You survive the land of dragons. But some seek more than survival. They fight. They adapt. They build. They stride boldly into the unknown, claiming dominion and forging.
I mean, RuneScape's been around forever, man. I mean, the reason why people are hyping it is because of how long it's been around. I missed 2 game announcements. Which games, Tarnished? Oh, he's kidding. I didn't know. thought it was serious.
In ebbing spring, the skies will clot. Our shedding seeds may piles
I miss
of
GTA
frost.
6 and 7.
Odions cast with tempers rare. Red minnows squirm in tainted clay. 3 virtues known, not all we cast. For wrath, and doom, and death.
Lone Wolf Gamer, I might.
Last. Find me, Fawn, or I'll find you.
Soulframe pre-alpha.
Welcome to Brook Hollow Park.
It's okay, they're not actually monsters. We're just a lot smaller now.
Clever girl.
You're looking at a living fossil.
Rich Rod is literally seizing right now.
Please tell me that was your stomach.
Hold on to your buggies for a survival epic 65 millimeters in the making.
What the hell did we get ourselves into?
They got that P5 on there. They got that P5. Yo!
Some guys leave it to luck.
Yep.
Let it ride on a roll of the dice.
Mafia, the old country?
Not me. You can have all the luck in the world. But what matters is the choice you make when the cards are on the table.
Oh, dude. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to play that. Yeah. Oh my God. August 14th. I platinumed that this year. It's really
yes,
good.
that was indeed a young Don Salieri from the original Mafia. Man of Honor expands Enzo's journey in Mafia: The Old Country this August. Okay, can you imagine working on something for 16 years of your life?
Come on, dude.
Back in 2010, the creator of Assassin's
It's just
Creed
totally-
set out on a journey to build his next time-bending
It's just messed
epic.
up.
Today, after many twists and turns, it is finally time for Patrice Desilets to invite
Is there
you in
a different place I could go watch a stream where it's not like this? You guys know? Or is it like this across all the broadcasts?
I was born to be the collector. To protect a world I cannot
I
be
am
a part
watching it
of.
on YouTube. Maybe Twitch.
Destined to be feared for what I am.
Twitch is worse.
It is my fate.
Alright. Well, I mean, it's not like unwatchable. It's just very annoying.
I have devoted my life to facing them. Those granted the power to raise souls. Those corrupted
There's almost
by
1
their
million
gifts,
people watching. Okay.
tilting the ancient balance toward cataclysm. But at last, they're dead.
Somebody said the show is 2.5 hours. I hope that's not true, because, like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to last 2.5
Every
hours.
choice, every breath has led me to this moment. As the moon bears witness, I take the first step. My time has come. I am ready.
Hell yeah, cats.
Thank you, Jeff. And thank you, everyone. 1666 has been a monumental and emotional journey. David Lynch once said, "The film is the talking." That's how I feel today about the game. Instead of explaining features, I'll simply say this. As of right now, the prologue is free to download on Steam and Epic Game Store. It's a 30-minute story experience and amuse-bouche, if you will. I'll leave you with a glimpse of what's to come when the game launches on early access later this year. Join us for the journey. Merci and panache kaolis.
The game is evil. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. Stray 2, but with an evil witch. I mean, I know Hellbound's excited for it.
Thank you, Patrice. Still to come, we've got a lot of great announcements for you, including a special surprise guest. Who's that?
Jeff's about to die.
Wait, that's...
What a way to go out.
Billy from Saw?
Live on stream, man.
Hey, Billy.
Hello, Jeff Keighley.
Hello.
I want to play a game.
Oh, you want to play a game? Well, that's great. We're here at Summer Game Fest. This is all about playing games. It's perfect.
Roll the tape.
Hello, Jeff Keighley.
You heard the puppet. Roll the tape.
Jeff's gonna play the game live. We're getting another Saw game.
100 years have passed.
Bloober
Since the
Team?
genesis of your legacy.
Okay.
They call
Wow.
you a monster,
I wasn't expecting that.
but I call you a prophet. Pain is our only true path to redemption. It strips away the lies that people tell themselves. Only then do they get to see what really makes them tick. A sacrifice must always be paid in blood. Live or die.
Wait, did they make a multiplayer Saw game?
Your book, bound in blood, inspires those who are worthy.
Saw Genesis 3v1 multiplayer horror.
Let the games begin.
I mean, I'm good on that one, man. I thought it was like a single player Saw game.
Approaches.
It's interesting. But yeah, Blooper's been busy, man.
Humanity's fate will be determined by one final sacrifice.
All right, come on, bro.
We are
I'm gonna get demonetized over this. What the hell? Are you kidding me?
The veil between
Or the
is unraveling. Life or death. You alone will decide.
Lords of the Fallen 2.
You're saying news just in, they're finishing the show with Intergalactic.
That's right,
No
Lords
way.
of the Fallen 2 is also coming to Steam this fall. Next up is a brand new game from BitReactor, a studio formed by some of the most experienced developers in the tactics genre.
Nah.
This is Star Wars Zero Company.
Intelligence was just briefed of a separatist fleet massing in the Serralona system.
Then we need to make our move.
Zero Company.
Zero Company.
What do you got for me, Fennec?
Port Silius. Coil's been spotted meeting with local gangsters. Find out what they're up to.
I've been tracking Fathom for months. She's at the center of it all.
All right, you can feel my pain, man. Yeah.
We work with all kinds of folks. Ex-separatists, ex-noble, ex-cons. And we're better for it. We're almost there. We just gotta finish this job.
There we go!
General Skywalker.
That didn't look like him at all. That face model was way off.
All right, Dark Fantasy has always been about one thing, the monster within. And today, one of Europe's most ambitious studios is ready to take you into a brutal new world where vampires
No, I like the
have
show,
emerged.
Cheese. It's pretty good. I'm just in a ton of pain. I don't know what to do about it. I'm trying to like find a position that eases the pain a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, shit! The box. Please.
What the hell?
You don't give up easy, eh?
Is that Blood of Dawnwalker?
Neither do I. You certainly have reasons to hate me.
I mean, this game looks really good too. But it's another September game.
We crave the same thing.
Evil? Am I evil? They adore me.
You're a pawn in Brentius's hands, nothing more.
This won't end well for you.
I've done the unthinkable for my own family.
Determination is not enough to cheat your fate, Dawnwalker.
How many innocents did you drain dry?
Now, yeah, I see people asking it. I don't know. I have some kind of like neck injury, like I got degenerative disc disease. I got a herniation. I don't know what the hell happened to
Hello
my neck.
everyone.
It's all messed
My
up.
name is Konrad Tomaszkiewicz and I'm the game director of The Blood of Dawnwalker.
Timu Witcher.
What you just saw
It looks
was
pretty
an
good.
invitation to join us on an adventure. Adventure through eras and cultures in our story-driven open-world dark fantasy saga. The first part, a CGI, shows where our saga leads to, a present-day adventure. The gameplay segment that followed is from our current game, and it's an origin story of Cohen. I hope you will have as much fun playing our game as we had making it. Thank you, and have great rest of the show.
Thanks, Conrad. Next, the creators of Among Us have been hard at work on a new project. And today we're revealing it for the first time.
That one guy screaming really loud. Very excited.
From the Among Us TV series, please welcome Yvette Nicole Brown and Liv Hewson. Hello, Summer Game Fest! Hey! We are so excited about the future of Among Us. As crew members ourselves, our task is sharing
Is
even
this
more
just me or is there
memories
like
about
something
the
going on
animated
with the
series.
camera, dude? It's like hurting my eyes.
Yvette?
Uh-huh.
Look, I know fans have been dying for updates, but there's a dead body right there. And the imposter could be any one of us. I think this calls for an emergency meeting.
So you'd rather call a meeting than complete our task? That's suspicious. I'll have to report this to Mira HQ.
No, I mean, I don't think there's any need.
Take it up with admin. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Get hyped for chaos, betrayal, and more in the Among Us series. Enjoy.
Emergency meeting. Crewmates, our fellow mates of crew, hath perished. They would have
Why are you talking so weird?
Can you let me
yeah, but I just don't understand why you...
The official cause of death, acute ripping off of the face. One dead crewmate, that's an oopsie. 3 makes it a murder mystery.
Any one of us could be the killer.
Was it you?
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
If only there was someone who could take charge. Wow, that was a lot of screaming.
Green, blue, orange, purple, white, brown, yellow, lime, cyan, black, and I'm red, the hot one. What's back there?
Oh, really?
We have to kill the imposter!
We're so happy to have you among us. Or is it amongst us? I always forget.
Would you believe me if I said some of our biggest surprises at SGF are still to come? Stay tuned. And it turns out there's more coming from one of this year's best reviewed games, 007 First Light. Here's a first tease of a new story mission coming later this year.
We've received an urgent call from Aleph, James. King Bavma requests MI6's help with a matter most sensitive, and he's asked for you, personally. Our alliance with Bavma is fragile at best, but if he has what he claims to have,
I totally forgot
anything is
about
the
this,
reward
bro.
is well worth the risk. Go back
Oh,
to Aleph
man.
and find out what this is all about. Best of luck, 007.
To get away. That's like the most random thing ever, dude. Lenny Kravitz in 007 First Light. Yo, when's this coming out? Did anybody just catch that? I missed it. When is the Turok game coming out? Actually, that looks pretty fun. Was there a release date?
Brothers, the time is finally here. I know it's been difficult. All these years, the unbelievers mocked you for your faith. Tonight, we shall show everyone how wrong they were. Sleeper, awaken!
Tarnish, did you just make that up? Gothic remake. NC presents. They actually said September 2026.
I'm looking to find the source of the disturbance and end it. To do that, I need a complete picture. Maybe this is all a brain dance, a simulation?
Time to knock the rust off!
Maybe the two of you really are from another universe.
Run. I'll erase you at the finish line. Deleting your ass.
Come on! Eat less, loser!
I can feel it. That Nightmare Tessa Discord is looking for us.
Lucy!
Wuthering Waves. Cyberpunk.
That was a look at what's ahead for Wuthering Waves and its collab with Cyberpunk Edgerunners on June 8th. Now, if you want to track all the games shown today, head to player.gg/SGF to see the full lineup and wishlist your favorites across all platforms. Right now, it's time for news on a massive expansion coming to a franchise that has been on this stage before.
Monster Hunter. Lone Wolf Gamer, absolutely, bro.
White Furia negated the weight of buildings and mounted the sky.
I can't stop wondering, how can all this exist up amongst the clouds?
The environment with just their presence. A moving natural disaster.
Too powerful to tame. Too difficult to reproduce. Sounds like an elder dragon.
Descendants. Massive expansion. There's like a little bit of clapping. Okay, I guess.
You know it's all for nothing. Still you press on.
Obsession! Step in a dream! Howling gales! Soul-raping squall! Sky sprouting! Halberds from the vessel!
It's like weird because I like games like this, but I really am like at a point where I'm like another one. Like I'm not trying to be rude. It doesn't look bad. But it's a little. I feel just a little fatigued, you know, where I'm like, some of them they just start to blend together so much that I really can't tell you what's different about them. But it doesn't look bad. I just don't know that I'm gonna play it. It's the music. Yeah, that's true. The music. Yeah, like I feel like I know this isn't Phantom Blade Zero, but like it's Phantom Blade Zero.
Dream is over.
Swords of Legends. I mean, it's the most insanely generic name ever.
Time. Enjoy.
All right. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but
That was a new look at gameplay from Swords of
At least they
Legend,
showed
a
gameplay.
fantasy action RPG.
At least they showed gameplay.
There you saw a boss fight against Kong Kong Zi, with each move pulled from real centuries-old Chinese magic tradition. Now,
How many times do you think
about
she had
a
to
little
practice that
toy
name?
Car magic. Get ready for lots of loop-de-loops and massive jumps.
Literally
with the
nobody
announcement
clapped.
Of the biggest Hot Wheels racing game yet.
Somebody in the audience just screamed for Hot Wheels, bro. They just screamed. It's like an open world Hot Wheels game. Yeah. We need those China games. A lot of games coming out of China now. I mean, a lot of them are good. I wonder if too many of them are like in the same genre, you know? I mean, for a Hot Wheels game, this looks pretty good. Looks ambitious. Hot Wheels Infinite Rush. September. There's no way they came out and they said, here's our game. September 24th, guys. I mean, this is nuts, dude. Godzilla. That's random. Evangelion. Dude, these collabs are crazy. You said Gojira? We're collabing with French metal band Gojira. Is Tupac in this too? We're collabing with Tupac as well.
Happy anniversary, Sonic, and happy birthday, Sega.
The Super game was canceled,
now
18
the world
man,
premiere
sorry.
of a project that depicts the entire story of a famous anime from beginning to end. Dedicate your heart to this.
まだまだ戦えるって面じゃねえ。やら手打ちまくれ。
お前の負けだ。
I never watched Attack on Titan. I heard it's really good, though. I've only heard good things about it.
来られるな。
やっぱり巨人って素晴らしいな。
後のことは仲間に託す。
俺たちはどうすれば報われるんだ。
この目で奴らが捧げた命の行方を見届け。
ありがとう。ごめん。さよなら。
What's the third? All right, you know what? Respect. Drop some respect on them for releasing the game in July.
From many of the creative leaders behind Forza Horizon comes a new cinematic open-world driving experience. Set in Monaco and the French Riviera, where the worlds of pro and underground street racing collide, this is Clutch from Maverick Games.
So this is either going to be really cool or extremely cringe. One or the other. Let's see.
We have 2 drivers dead. 3 more in intensive care.
I'm done.
They're really playing into the drama.
Some people are meant to be outlaws, Theo. Think about it.
I did all that for you to get out of trouble. Now I'm in deeper than when I started. I can't be taking risks like this. I'm a lead driver in the R1K.
I've tried to help you. I'm not going to jail for you.
Spring 2027. I mean, that actually kind of looks good, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's you know, a lot of the developers who made Forza Horizon, but it looks more cinematic. Kind of like that a little bit, you know.
But their sons will.
I thought they were gonna say it was coming out in September.
All respect. You'll harvest one.
It's like medieval dynasty warriors, bro. Oh my God. Are you sure you don't want early access September 2026?
We have lots more Summer Game Fest ahead, and trust me, you definitely will want to stick around. Right now, here's a new look at Sea of Remnants from NetEase.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the show's bad or anything. It started really strong. There's been some really good announcements. it's expected with Summer Game Fest. There's always the kind of in between, you know. Although I don't know what the hell I'm looking at right now.
That's how I know they're all mine. We don't fit, we don't care. Broken jokes and broken air. They said grow up at your age. With your side another flame. Make it out, don't look back.
Bro is singing while holding a fish.
Make it loud.
Say we're lost, say we're strange, say we'll fade and drift away. But if memory lets us choose, I'll remember all of you.
Hands up, shout it out loud, laughing over the down.
Some of you guys think it was better than the State of Play. Yeah, I have to. Summer Game Fest is so long. When it's done, I'm gonna have to look over a list and count all the games. I know there's quite a few. That Resident Evil Code Veronica announcement was crazy, though. I wasn't expecting that. We still got time, though. I think we still have like 25, 30 minutes. You think the State of Play got humiliated?
In a world.
It's pretty intense.
In a room. On a shelf?
Guys, is it me or is there something off with this one?
Yeah, he seems different. Has he always had that mustache? He doesn't have a mustache. Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy, what's your deal?
Howdy. Name's Ryu. What's all this mess about me being different?
Well, look at that. He sounds different, too.
What in the Sam Hill? Everyone in Tokyo talks like this.
I know what this is. It's called a knockoff.
Well, Tarnation, could a knock-off do this? Howdy, Dukin.
Howdy, Dukin.
Yikes.
The Capcom Summer Game Sale is here. Take
All
home
right.
genuine
That
bona
was pretty
fide
funny.
100% authentic
pretty
real
funny.
deals on select titles. No knockoffs.
I can't do it if you're watching.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing the elite ranks of the Ark Society, Mr. Graves!
I feel like they just do anything these days, man. Like they just do it just doesn't matter anymore. Anything. It's so random. I kind of like it though. Keep going. Make it even more random. Our world. Guys, Nintendo is at the show. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was already out, like out of early access. Huh. All right, July. I was like September. They're gonna say September.
There you have it. Power World
No,
1.0
PlayStation hasn't
is
showed
coming
up.
out on July 10th.
It's finally
At the start
launching.
of the show, I mentioned we'll have lots of new worlds to explore today, and the return of some long-awaited ones as well. This next game falls into that last category. It's been a long, long, long 8 years.
Oh wow.
Six
Okay.
total so far.
Each case, husband
It
and wife
has
found,
been too long.
shredded.
Really like the Wolf Among Us.
Are dying. Some monster is out there.
Yeah, I forgot that they were even making a sequel,
Word
dude.
around the precinct is you're the guy to call.
I'm gonna have to replay this game.
Bigby. Sheriff. I'll have your job within the week.
Are you living under a rock? You're a raging dumpster fire of a person.
You're the reason I'm here.
She's a detective.
You're a raging dumpster fire of a person.
Ready to get to work?
Come on, they're not gonna give any. All right, 2027. I mean, I'm excited for that, dude. I played that with Mrs. MBG. We really liked it. So they remastering first one.
I know I don't look human.
These lips are sealed.
But I'm not helpless. See you around.
I would definitely have to replay the first one.
Looking for me?
Yeah, probably September 27th. Yeah, so they are all right. That's fair. Yeah. Holiday 2026. They couldn't commit to September.
That's right, Bigby
That's
is
a good one.
finally back.
That's a good one.
And as we wait for his new adventure in 2027, check out The Wolf Among Us remastered this holiday. Now, this next game comes from an acclaimed studio that is deep into development on its next project.
지금 넥서스 섹터 방향으로 가는 외선 순환 열차가 들어오고 있습니다.
The outer circle line train bound for Nexus sector is now arriving. Please wait for everyone to exit before boarding.
Stellar Blade 2.
Evie!
I'm listening.
Scarlet Sin. That's the beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
You're acting a little strange today.
Oh, yeah? It's our first mission in a while. Aren't you a little excited?
Stop saying weird things.
Okay, take it easy.
Quiet. They're moving.
Initiating C3 sync. Ready, Angel.
Roger, Kenna. Tracking.
출입문 닫습니다. Doors closing. How's it looking out there?
Assuming this game doesn't
It'd be better for both
change drastically, like we're actually seeing real gameplay, like what an upgrade, dude. Oh my god.
Hey.
Well, just saying. It's a cliche. Wait, the target stopped.
Hearken! The pulse rain shall cease! In the name of the Father!
Oh man, that looks so good. I guess a new character instead of Eve. Did you see that guy? They had a triangle. They had the triangle. Dude, I love the fact that it's like more hand-to-hand combat too. Looks really good. Oh yeah. Blood Rain. Okay. I guess it's just, yeah. I mean, that looked really good,
that
dude.
Was a good one. Shift
that
Up is
really
returning
good.
to the world of Stellar Blade with an all-new sequel developed entirely by the original team that's here today. Set in the same universe as Stellar Blade, this next chapter continues the story beyond the events of the first game, introducing a new protagonist who you saw there, Evie. It's early in development, and we will have more to share in the future. All right, we're almost done.
I like the hand-to-hand combat.
Not quite. It's been almost exactly 3 years since Street Fighter VI was released in June 2023. What's ahead? This
Same
is
universe.
Street Fighter VI Year 4.
Yeah, we talked about Stellar Blade maybe showing up when we were
Street
predicting
Fighter 6 is
some
already entering
games
year 4, but I can sense that
earlier.
we already have new challengers on the
God,
horizon.
it looked really good. Jeez. Rich, no. Stellar Blade, was it Blood Rain? Is that what it's called? Blood Rain? It's going to be multi-platform. They confirmed that a while ago.
Fascinating.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, Sony. We made our money. We're good, bro. We're good. Tifa. All right, guys, I'm making a prediction. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 is closing the show. That's the show closer. Okay?
Please welcome to the SGF stage, Nakayama-san, director of Street Fighter VI.
You hear me?
And Hamaguchi-san,
You hear me?
director of Square Enix.
Sony should have got them. I mean, I'm sure Sony tried, but when an independent studio like that finds that level of success, it's like, we're good.
3周年を迎えることができましたそして本日ファイナルファンタジー7との特別コラボレーションを発表します
Thanks to all of you, Street Fighter VI has reached its 3rd anniversary. And today, we're announcing this special collaboration with Final Fantasy.
ティファはですね、世界中のプレイヤーから愛されてきたキャラクターです。だからこそ目指したのは、ストリートファイター6の世界で本当に戦っているティファの姿です。
Tifa is a character loved by the players all around the world. That's exactly why our goal was this, to bring to life a Tifa who truly fights within the world of Street Fighter VI.
衣装や動きまで再構築してストリートファイターのティファとして形にしましたマテリアもそのままではなく新たなバトルシステムとして再設計しています
Everything from her design to movement has been rebuilt as Tifa the Street Fighter. Materia has also been reimagined as a new gameplay system.
そして今日はまだお見せできないんですがファイナルファンタジーの象徴的な要素もバトルに落とし込んでいます
We cannot show it today, but we adapted an iconic Final Fantasy element to the battle experience.
ティファの戦いはまだまだ終わりません。ぜひこれからの展開にも期待してください。
Tifa's fight is far from over. We hope you all look forward to what's coming next.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you to Hamaguchi-san and Nakayama-san for coming all the way from Japan to join us for that special moment on stage. Then we'll see you guys again later this year. All right. Well, now it has come time for our final announcement.
Shorter show?
I know. What's it going to be, guys?
Final Fantasy.
Any guesses? No. And frankly, I don't know what I could say to set this moment up besides this.
Half-Life 3.
Get ready for the final battle.
You're telling me it's not Half-Life 3.
A shadow fell upon our planet. Guided by calamity, one man sought dominion through reunion.
I told you guys.
By his will, a star fell.
Told you.
A meteor called forth to bring ruin to all. But our planet answered.
awakening mighty weapons to stand against this celestial threat. Now, hope endures in those who fight.
Long story short, the world's in trouble. Has been for a while.
So what are we waiting for? Let's give Sephiroth the beating of a lifetime.
Damn.
You're mine. I'll make this quick. Good night.
The sky's the limit!
You guys think this is coming out in September?
I can do this. I'll make you proud.
Just ain't your day. Oh my, is that a weapon I see?
Far as I can tell, these things don't distinguish between friend and foe.
Save the planet by killing her protectors. Let us put your faith to the test, Cloud.
Damn, dude. Revelation. It's a good name. That's a good name.
Never would have made it this far without you guys. And I won't let you down. I promise.
There you have it, and no, he's not done yet. Please join me in welcoming back to Summer Game Fest the director of Final Fantasy VII Revelation, Naoki Hamaguchi-san.
Man, Sony didn't give Jeff anything. Not even fair games. You think Sony decided to just cancel fair games at the last second? They're like, just forget it. Uh-oh, he pulled the Kojima. Kojima's not going to be happy about that.
マルチプラットフォーム同時で発表できたことを本当に嬉しく思います。ここまで来れたのもこの物語を信じ待ち続けてくれた皆さんのおかげだと本当に感謝をしています。
I'm truly delighted to unveil Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which is launching simultaneously on all platforms.
Didn't I tell you guys? Didn't I tell you? I told you at the beginning of the stream.
We've only been able to come this far thanks to every single one of you who continue to believe in this story and waited for this moment with us.
今作のテーマは決意です。クラウドたちは最後の戦いに進むため、それぞれの決意と向き合います。
The central theme of this title is resolve. Cloud and his companions each confront their own destinies and find the resolve to march toward the final battle.
そして私自身もこのシリーズを完結させるという決意を胸にこの作品と向き合ってきました。
I too have carried a promise in my heart throughout this journey, the resolve to see the series through to its very end.
皆さんに最高の形でお届けします。ぜひ見届けてください。
We're committed to delivering this experience in its ultimate form. Please stay with us and witness what lies beyond that resolve.
Today, to help guide us on our path, please show me in Welcome to the Stage, the voice of Vincent Valentine, Matt Mercer.
He forgot for a second. He's like, wait, who's he voicing?
Thank you very much, Hamaguchi-san. It's truly a privilege to be here with you today, if you know me. There's honestly so much to see in Revelation. I think we just kind of need to dive right in. What do you say?
Oh, they're showing more?
Take it away, Matt.
I don't mind if I do.
I didn't think they were
As
showing
we
more.
reunite with our heroes, the meteor looms in the skies above, a constant reminder of your mission and the grave threats you'll confront as you embark upon your journey and face the epic conclusion of the remake series. Aboard the Highwind, your very own airship and the pride of the Shinra fleet, you'll take to the skies and witness our most expansive open world yet. From the outskirts of Midgard to the sun-drenched Mideel Archipelago to the warrior nation of Wutai, Simply pick a direction and set sail. But how can you be expected to protect the whole world at once? You'll need to cover ground fast.
I am not jumping. No way, no how. Don't worry. These parachutes are top of the line. Pull the cord and pop. You'll be floating through the air like a feather.
At any moment in the open world, simply pilot the Highwind to your destination and take a leap of faith.
Rich Rod's
Wind
lashing
rushing
out
past,
with his
you'll
super
descend
chat.
seamlessly from the sky above to the ground below. Where will the winds guide you first? That freedom is in your hands. But no matter your destination, to defeat your enemy, you'll need a fighting chance. And that starts with your trusted allies. At long last, with the world teetering on a blade's edge, everyone assembles at Cloud's side, forming an epic ensemble of heroes, each with their own story that brings you closer together than ever. But a good unit needs more than friendship to save the day. It needs a disciplined combat regimen. The hybrid battle system, established in Remake and refined in Rebirth, is perfected in Revelation, putting even more power in your hands. In fluid, real-time action, seamlessly switch between party members to even the odds. Then, when the fight calls for strategy, enter tactical mode to unleash a suite of powerful new spells and abilities. Activate devastating synergies with your companions. And of course, call
I
on
did not
mighty
think they were
summoned
going to show
entities
this
that can
much,
turn
man.
the tide.
Yeah, graphics look really good. They went all in with this closer.
Summoning Ifrit never gets old. There are truly some chill-inducing fights ahead in Revelation. I'm so excited to see all of your reactions. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm guessing you have a favorite character to play in battles?
I might be a little biased, but since you brought it up, let's have a look at our newest coffin-dwelling companion, Vincent Valentine.
I won't return to my coffin until we've put Sephiroth in haste.
Vincent is a deft gunslinger, capable of delivering precise, high-yield shots. But there's more to this secretive former Turk than meets the eye. The result of experimentation at the hands
Top
of
shelf, you're
Shinra.
saying Stellar Blade and
Vincent can
FF7. Sony,
transform
what are you
into the
doing?
galleon beast at the press of a button.
Oh, you mean 'cause
gaining
they're not
tremendous
exclusive
power
anymore?
while transformed. And when combined with the skills of a certain ace pilot, their high-impact synergies disrupt the fight with ferocious results.
The Leaping Lancer, the Dashing Dragoon, the one and only Sid Highwind.
Sid Highwind, the
Concrete
cantankerous
Ninja
pilot
says,
extraordinaire,
"Shadow drop
joins
incoming?"
the party and their mission to defeat Sephiroth. Sid's
Oh,
command of his
I don't
lance
know.
allows him to rapidly close the distance
like a
for
demo?
powerful strikes, or engage in sweeping area of effect attacks to bring a whole host of enemies to heel. But to fully control the battlefield, skill with a weapon only gets you so far. To further augment your combat capabilities, try this on for size. Function Integrated Tactical Suitwear, or the FITS system for short, allows you to further customize your playstyle with new uniforms imbued with unique movesets. Alongside your equipment and materia, FITS gives you an extra edge in battle. And to face what's coming, you'll need all the strength you can muster. Sensing its fate hanging in the balance, the planet itself has unleashed its last line of defense. The weapons. Ancient beasts that are larger than life and capable of untold destruction. Will you be enough to stop them before it's too late? As the world is torn apart, you and your friends must unite. In Revelation, we come to the thrilling conclusion of the Final Fantasy VII saga. And your mission is clear. Take up your Buster Sword, equip your materia, and stand together. One last time.
These skies belong to me. Hope you're ready.
Well, thank you all. Thank you, Hamaguchi-san, for bringing us this extended look at Final Fantasy VII Revelation. I think I speak for all of us when I say we cannot wait to play it.
But Mark, I think we ended the video too early. I hate to leave a story unfinished.
Is that right?
I think they are going to shadow drop a demo or something. My God, dude! Wow, they really
Get the cannon back online.
three separate trailers, man. That's crazy.
At last, the promise is fulfilled. The journey
Jeez, man.
ends here.
That's sooner than I thought. Wow. Look at that. I mean, that's a pretty big show closer, man. It's pretty big. I had a feeling it was going to be the show closer.
Final Fantasy VII Revelation coming to all platforms next spring, which is appropriate for today because SGF is really a celebration of games across all platforms. Thank you to Hamaguchi-san, Kiru-san, and the team at Square for that very special announcement. And thanks to Lucy for a great job coaching. Didn't she do great?
Thanks, Jeff. What an amazing way to end the show, but that's not all, because coming up right now is Day of the Devs with a look at many new independent game titles, including multiple new game announcements.
That's right, tons of awesome indie games, so make sure to stay tuned and watch that, and we will see you live this August in Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live, streaming live on Tuesday, August 25th. Until
August
then,
25th.
have a great summer, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Day of the Devs starts right now.
All right, well, that's it. Exactly 2 hours. Okay, I don't know why I glitched out like that. All right, let me get out of here. I got a direct donation from Unknown Quantity and says, heard it was crazy here, but chat sees black people and turns nasty. I don't know what you're talking about, Unknown Quantity. That's not going on in this chat. Hold on. He's projecting racism onto us. Yeah, all right, so let me get this sorted. Hold on. What do we think? That was Summer Game Fest 2026. I thought it was a good show, mostly. It really started to kind of drag. I mean, I'm just used to it at this point. Every time I'm watching Summer Game Fest, I always expect it to start dragging kind of in the middle. But let me bring this stuff back up too. Hold on. Yeah, there were quite a few games I saw that I'm interested in. I think the Resident Evil announcement may have been the biggest one for me. I mean, Capcom just doesn't stop, dude. All right. Let me head back over to the chat here. Just trying to get this out of here. All right. Wow, okay, chat's really catching up. Hold on. Yeah, the Mafia Old Country DLC, that looked good. I did platinum that game this year. Wolf Among Us 2 is a big one. That was a big one. You were hoping for Jedi 3. I thought if Sony was going to show up at the show tonight, I thought it would have been I thought it would have been like Fair Games or something, you know. We have Soyu, aka Mr. Hamster, saying I wake up at 6 a.m. for the show. The amount of games they've shown is insane. Can't wait for all the puzzles MVG is going to experience in Code Veronica. Yeah, it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. Yeah, at first we didn't know what it was when they showed it, but then yeah, I know 18 May. For you, it's RuneScape. Stellar Blade 2, or was it Blood Rain? I'm just gonna call it Stellar Blade 2. That looked insane. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 closing the show. That's pretty huge. I think a lot of people were hoping that was going to show up today. And I had a feeling. I'm like, I know it's going to show up. I felt like it was going to be the closer. But they really went all in with it. So I think... and it's coming spring. Like, I think that's the most surprising part is, like, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting them to be like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's out spring next year. So... not a long wait. And like I told you guys, they were going to reveal this game at Summer Game Fest because they want to make it known to everybody that it is a multi-platform game now. They're no longer in any agreements with Sony anymore. Daniel, you're saying Tifa SF6 rumors were true. Really surprising. Yeah, the moment they showed that, I was like, okay, Final Fantasy VII is definitely the closer. Like, for sure. I was wondering if there was going to be one more surprise game announcement, only because when they started revealing the last game, there was like 10 minutes left. It was like, no, we're just showing that much of Final Fantasy VII. And it makes sense, because I thought they were just going to show a little glimpse, but it's like a 2028 game or something, maybe beyond that. But no, they went all in, man. Shadowlink, you're saying you're late to the party. Was the show good? I think it was a good show. Yeah, there were quite a few games shown that got me excited. So like off the top of my head, so Resident Evil Code Veronica Remake, Wolf Among Us 2, Stellar Blade 2, FF7 Remake Part 3. God, I mean, there was that driving game looked pretty decent too. From Maverick Studio, what's it called, Clutch? You think the state of play was trash compared to this? Well, Xbox is up next. I don't think state of play was trash. I thought state of play was good. If we're comparing it to, I mean, Summer Game Fest is like double the length, and I think it creates a greater opportunity for them to have more reveals that I think, here are games that, so like you get double the amount of games, double the chance you're going to find the show appealing, State of play was okay. For me, the state of play got really weak in the middle. Like, Sony has a kind of formula with their show where they're like, we're going to start out strong, and we're just going to kind of, do the third-party stuff in the middle, the indie stuff in the middle, and then we're going to try to close strong. And it's kind of routine at this point. You know that they're going to have a closer, they're going to have an opener, and in between, you're just probably going to get a lot of third-party. We got trolls in the chat. Who's trolling? Hold on, I got to I'll have to take a closer look at the chat. You think Sony should stop publishing games without securing the rights? I don't think so. I mean, it's one of these things where it's like, if Sony tries to, continue to be like, oh, we want to own the IP and secure the rights, it's like, well, they're probably not going to agree to do anything with you. The two biggest reveals were remakes. The state of the games industry, 2026. That's true. Clutch didn't have any gameplay. I mean, it's former Forza Horizon devs, and I'm like, well, they're really good at what they do, and they're going for a really cinematic thing. I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, Crossfire, that looked good. Yeah, that's a good one. Crossfire looked really promising. I actually like that. Yeah. So that's the thing about Summer Game Fest it being 2 hours long is there's so many games shown that I legitimately forget. Yeah. What was the something Atlas, the Fumito Ueda game? That looked really good too. Yeah, see, I'm already forgetting some of the games I've seen. Where did I get my shelf for my games? I got it from Amazon, bro. Let me see. Yeah, I just recently put them together. They're pretty nice. They were pretty cheap too. What is it, like $45 or something? $40? Let me see. I know sometimes if you buy like furniture like this off of Amazon, it just kind of disappears. I wonder if. But yeah, overall, I thought Summer Game Fest was good, man. That was a good show. Still a lot of pain watching it. Still a lot of pain. Oh, here it is. I don't get commission on this, but here you go, Silent Spartan. This is the exact shelf. Although I got it in black. Saul Goodman. You're saying the show really made me feel the thriving energy of the industry. It feels like it's coming back. Meanwhile, Sony should really get their first party up. You think so? I mean, yeah, I think there was a good energy to the show. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see what Sony does with their first party. I mean, obviously for the rest of the year, but especially next year. Like, if it's true that they are trying to release the PlayStation 6 next year, they're going to have quite a bit. Why does everyone keep saying God of War looked bad? It looked great. I get the strong female lead fatigue thing, but I don't know. I'd still play it. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's at a point where, like, I think, you know, we're far enough removed from the reveal of that new God of War game that I think people have already determined, like, okay, you're either with it or you're not. I think you're just going to continue to see people who are not with it linger on it for a while. And to be honest, I think they mostly have to be ignored. Not everybody, you know, but it's like, you know, we get it. You don't like it. What now? You know? Makui Ninja, you're saying give both shows a 9 out of 10. We're all eating good. Irvin, yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. I don't think I'll have to put it on slow mode. Captain Hook, you're saying shift up and small studios on their way to overtake. Well, that's the thing, man. You know, I saw some people in the chat, they were like, well, why isn't Stellar Blade 2 exclusive to PlayStation? Because when Sony made their deal with Shift Up, you know, they let them continue to own the IP. And basically Sony was just like, yeah, we'll fund the game, we'll publish it, and after that, we'll take it from there. And Stellar Blade was such a massive hit that an independent studio like that, they're going to decide, you know, we're going to just do our own thing. You know, why would you partner with Sony for exclusivity unless they're going to offer you a ridiculous amount of money? And that's the thing. Sony's not going to offer them a ridiculous amount of money if they don't need to. I mean, I will say I think what you're seeing here with PlayStation is a bit of a shift where for generations, basically, including the beginning of the PS5 generation, they're incredibly aggressive with trying to secure third-party exclusives. I think, honestly, like based off of what has happened with Xbox, I think that de-incentivized Sony, where they're like, we don't really have to pay for this now. You know? Like we don't have to spend money on this. Like we're going to get these games anyway. And you could argue it was always like that. But I think there was always like this kind of threat that maybe Xbox might try to get the game themselves, or if not that, at the very least, you want to try to have as many exclusives as you can because you don't know how many Microsoft may have. But Microsoft isn't doing it that way anymore. Unless they change back to what they did. I think Sony's just like, well, and when it comes to the Square Enix thing, I mean, the reality is the results just weren't there. That's all it is. The results just weren't there. Why pay for GTA marketing? I think you're still going to see Sony pay for some things, but I think they're going to be a bit more picky and choosy. Where like, I feel like Sony deciding to try to secure the marketing rights. You know what it is? I think with GTA 6, Sony probably looks at it as if we don't get it, Microsoft is going to. Rockstar knows they're going to get money. You know? And I think that's one of those rare instances where Sony is legitimately afraid of, like, if we don't lock down the marketing rights, Microsoft is going to get them. And there's no denying that would be huge for Microsoft. But outside of that, when it comes to timed exclusives, man, I don't know. Maybe Sony's strategy, I mean, to me, it seems clear it has to a certain extent shifted, but so has Microsoft's. So, yeah. I've said numerous times that if Square Enix isn't getting the sales they need, dude, being exclusive, then they got to go multi-platform. It's not Sony making the games. They're not a first-party studio. So if the exclusivity is detrimental to your game and your bottom line, because here's what people don't realize is, they think it's always just Sony, and I'm not saying it isn't most of the time, but like it takes two to tango. Make no mistake, Square Enix was eager to get in the bed with Sony after the success of Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 on the PS4. It just, the success and the returns have been negligible since, though. So at first it seemed like this was a good idea. In reality, it's like if you look at what happened with Rebirth, and now they're clearly scrambling to, like, we want to make sure everybody knows this game is everywhere. We want to give the third entry the best possible shot. And after, FF16, it's one of these things where it's like, listen, either PlayStation exclusivity was holding you back, or there are other reasons your game didn't sell that well. We're going to find out. Personally, I think the way they're setting it up with FF7 Remake Part 3, I think they'll do just fine. Well, I mean, Rich, you're basically saying that, like, Shift Up wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for Sony. I mean, that's where I feel like you got to just look at it from a different perspective, where it's kind of like with Helldivers as well, although it's a little bit different because Sony owns the Helldivers IP. It's a mutually beneficial thing. Sony used Stellar Blade, market it as an exclusive, maybe sell some consoles, bring people over to the platform. The dev makes it big. And, if by the, I mean, look, I'm sure Sony would love to have Stellar Blade 2 as an exclusive, but they made a conscientious decision where it's like, is there a guarantee that we will get the sequel exclusivity if we, sign this deal with you right now? And truthfully, Shift Up was probably like, we're not giving you the IP. So Sony has to make a choice. We either just settle on one exclusive is fine. We'll use it. They'll use it. We'll help each other out. And after that, we'll just go our separate ways, or we do nothing. That's the thing, because the alternative for Sony in that instance is to do nothing. And, I'm sure there are times where Sony is negotiating deals or trying to, and they have to walk away being like, okay, we're just not going to get anything here. This is if we can't own the IP, we don't want to do it. And that's the big thing too, is like, I mean, if you're looking at it from that perspective, where it's like, is Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 not being exclusive bad for Sony? No. Is it good for everybody else? Yeah. But I mean, come on, it's probably going to do pretty well, or just as well on PlayStation. So I understand why some PlayStation fans are going to see that and be like, oh, that's surprising. But I don't know. All these things I think were pretty clearly established. I think Square has spent the last year or two making it known that they're going multi-platform. And I think that Shift Up, they just came out and they said, yeah, our next game's going to be multi-platform. You think Sony doesn't deserve a studio like Shift Up? Well, that's the thing. Sony has to worry about their own stuff right now, I think. I think that they have a couple of things they need to set straight with their own studios and, their in-house stuff. I don't think they really need to be worried too much about third-party exclusivity. But like I said, it remains to be seen what Sony's approach is going to be for the PS6. They could come out and be like, we're not doing any third-party exclusives. We're doing minimal. Or we're going, we've actually been secretly making deals this whole time, but all for the upcoming PS6 games. I don't know. All I know is that Summer Game Fest was pretty good, man. If there's one thing that I think, honestly, we should be able to agree on, is that there's a ridiculous amount of games to play. Tarnished, has that been confirmed? I don't think that's been confirmed. I think people have the wrong idea with some of this. I mean, look, is it possible that these publishers, or not publishers, but Square Enix and Shift Up, they're like, we want nothing to do with you, Sony. We don't like you. Sure. I mean, that's possible. I don't know. I'm not a fly on the wall there. But to me, I don't think it's that. I think it's just the simple fact of at least in the case of Stellar Blade 2, it's like, Sony, we don't need you. And at that point, the ball is in Sony's court where it's like, well, Sony, do you need them? And that's where Sony has to make the determination, because make no mistake, if Sony wanted Stellar Blade 2 as an exclusive, they could get it. Make no mistake. If they were willing to write a check big enough, they could get any game exclusive. But that's the thing, is it's like, is that really the smartest thing to do? Dude, I'm hearing rumors that, and I don't know if there's truth to this, that Sony isn't even doing a collector's edition for Wolverine because that's how much they might be penny pinching. Or not penny pinching, but it's not even worth it or whatever. And I'm like, I don't, Destiny 3 didn't get greenlit because it's not worth the money in the eyes of Sony. For some reason, Wolverine isn't getting a collector's edition. I mean, is Sony tightening the belt? Probably. I mean, to me, it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. And I think a part of that is looking at these deals and questioning, is this necessary? Now, I want to say this. If Microsoft comes out on Sunday and they're like, we're going exclusive, we're bringing them back, and we're signing some deals, then I think you're going to see Sony be like, okay, you know what? We need to go talk again. But only under those conditions, Did I hear about the Marathon drama? I did not. I just assume there's always drama with Bungie and Marathon. Guys, by the way, we're going to be wrapping this up in about 8 minutes. So if you want to drop any more support before we finish up here, now would be the time to do it. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing today. You think they're hurting? I mean, they have to be hurting a little bit. There's no denying that Sony has made some very, very poor financial business decisions this generation. I think the reality is those decisions are probably catching up with them to a point where now, for the first time ever, it's at risk now that their sales are slowing down a little bit. We're at the end of the generation. Now, these poor business decisions are finally at risk of maybe having a potential real bottom line deleterious effect where you won't be able to come out and show positive charts to your investors. You won't be able to show like everything's fine. We're doing great. You know? That is, you know, I think that is a reality that Sony's facing right now. Laman, you're saying if games go back to $60, the sales would improve. That's very true. I don't think that's going to happen though. Maybe for some games, but industry-wide, no, we're not going back, man. Unfortunately. But you're right about that. Why me? You're saying Microsoft got Gen Atlas exclusives? LOL. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're joking, but that would be like, that would be a perfect example. If Microsoft was like, we're writing the check, we're securing Gen Atlas as an exclusive, that would be a slap to the face to Sony. And Sony would deserve it in that case, where it's like, you let them go, Sony. But I think that game's multi-platform. Oh, you're not joking. Is that game confirmed? Oh. Rich Rod, you're saying if anyone buys SB and FF after this, you're a shill. Rich, calm down. You know you're buying it. You know you're going to buy it. Top Shelf Gaming, you're saying if FF7 and Stellar do good day and date, Sony's in trouble. What do you mean by that? Can you elaborate on that? So you're saying if Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 and Stellar Blade 2 both do well, that's going to have some a negative impact on Sony? Oh, dude, I'm so confused. Why me? Bro, you're talking about Atlas, the developer. I thought you were talking about the game that was just shown. My bad. Okay, there's a major disconnect here. I thought you were talking about the new Fumito Ueda game. Right? Is that what you're talking about? Because now I see people talking about Persona. That is what you're talking about. What is going on? Hold on. You're saying this game is exclusive. Let me see. I mean, it says here, no, Gen Atlas is not an Xbox exclusive. The upcoming single-player open-world action game from director Fumito Ueda will be a multi-platform release. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you're getting the information from. But when you're talking about Atlas, like, yeah, I think Persona is going to be at the Xbox event. And, like, that was a big PlayStation thing for a while. And that's another, again, man, I think Sony's just letting this stuff go. And I think it does kind of reveal that I think the reason why Sony did all this was because of Xbox, man. Truly. Like, I think it's the only explanation where, like, why would Sony let go of all these deals and really, I mean, Sony being poor, it's not that, man. Like, they were spending a lot of money on this in the past too, and they're making more money now than they were then. So it's not a matter of like they're too poor. It's just a matter of like, I guess from their perspective, it just doesn't make sense anymore. But I don't know. Maybe there is something else to it. If there is something else to it, I would be a little bit surprised. Oh, you're saying, Tarnish, you're saying that's what the fans believe? Yeah, but I think people just like kind of make stuff up, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, there was some controversy there. And maybe you're right. Maybe they're right. Could it be that Shift Up would have partnered with Sony, but there was too much controversy and there was that censorship debacle, and they're like, no, thank you. Could it be that Arrowhead decided not to work with Sony again because of the whole PC PSN thing? Maybe. I don't know. But the commonality between these studios, the common thread is they all made a ton of money. Like, they did make FU money where they can afford to just look at Sony and be like, peace, like, we're doing our own thing, bro. And I mean, let's face it, if you're in that position, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? It's all Jim Ryan's fault. I mean, it might be. But you think we need some second party games? We'll see. Overall, though, man, that was a good show. And I think overall state of play was good because there was quite a few games there that I'm looking forward to. But Summer Game Fest, I think, had, in terms of just pure volume, there were even more games at Summer Game Fest that I'm interested in. Now we have the Xbox show coming, and I think that's going to basically close out the week. And I'm really curious to see how that does. Unknown, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that might be reading too much into it. I think we need to be a little bit more grounded with our assessment, like maybe to a small extent, but it's more complicated than that. It's never just one simple thing. Usually it's a combination, but it's crazy though, because like I don't know, at some point, maybe after the Xbox showcase, I'm going to have to make a list. All the games from State of Play, all the games from Summer Game Fest, all the games from the Xbox showcase, and just see how big that list is. Because honestly, dude, like, I'm already overwhelmed with the games that are coming in September. Like, I'm already completely overwhelmed just by that, let alone looking beyond that. Because after September, then there's GTA. I don't think I can really look beyond GTA. Like, 2027 is fast approaching. I mean, we still have half a year, but just seeing games start to set themselves up for 2027, it's like, wow. All right. I know you wish you were me says crazy to let so much go to, are you saying to waste so much money on live service? Oh yeah. Well, that's, listen, man, you want to talk about, do you know how many first party games $3.6 billion could fund? The $3.6 billion that went to one studio. Listen, I'm not here to just like go on a rant about Sony or complain about Sony, but I just will say that like Sony spending $3.6 billion on Bungie is literally probably the most insane purchase in gaming history. Like it is, it like the further we get away from it, the more you begin to realize like that is like one of the dumbest, most unfathomable decisions to drop that amount of money on a single studio. You are out of your mind. So, there is some truth to that, man. Nicodemus says, MBG, that was a show. It sounds like you enjoyed it, man. Who evaluated them? Nobody. Sony just believed them. They came in and were like, listen, this is how much we're worth. And Sony was like, I don't know. That sounds like a lot. But then Sony looked to the left and they saw Microsoft announce they acquired Activision Blizzard. And they're like, okay, we'll pay. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. My friend Matthew in PlayStation Denmark says Bend Studios, their next game is still in the concept stage and it's not going well. What a mess. He told me this last month. I'll tell you this, Laman. I don't know if there's truth to that. I don't know if your contact is a good source. Again, I'm not trying to be overly negative, but it is like, I wouldn't be shocked. Bend is in danger. They are in grave danger. That studio has been in danger since after the release of Days Gone, since they lost their studio heads. So Sony, I'll tell you what, man. We'll see what the future of their first party looks like. I think, I'm not in agreement with a lot of what I see out there. I mean, I see so much consternation towards even like Wolverine. And I just, I'm like, dude, I think Wolverine looks incredible. Sorry. I'm not going to lie to myself and pretend like I don't think it looks incredible. I'm very much excited for it. But this is where it's just like, the thing that I think Sony needs to fix more than anything, and this is just my opinion, if we're talking about them for a moment here, is like, we need to get to a point where it's not one step forward, one step backward. I feel like that's the problem with them this generation, is every time they have something that is good, they make some kind of decision or they show something that just, it's just, some kind of announcement that's just a step back. And it undoes it, and they're just kind of in this perpetual loop. It's going to take time, but, that's where I just feel like, you bring up Bend and yeah, it absolutely sucks to say that they're probably in danger, dude. And in reality, we should just be sitting here anticipating Days Gone 2. We will see. We will see. Al Apprentice, you're saying, I think they don't have the money to spend at the moment because they need to recoup from the Bungie buyout first. It's my thoughts, at least. I mean, I'm sure there's truth to it to an extent. You know what I think? It's not so much recouping, because they're not recouping that. All right. Like if you looked at Sony's last financial earnings, they pretty much said, like, we would have been making 45% more money, or this would have been 45, nearly 50% better if it wasn't for this write-off we have to do for Bungie. They basically lost, like, what was it? Like $700 million. And it like hurt their financials so bad, or at least diminished them greatly. And so, yeah, we should be playing Days Gone 2. That's true. So I think, you know what it is? It's more along the lines of they're paying for Bungie every day. We covered reports that Bungie's apparently about to suffer mass layoffs, and I think they're getting wrecked. I think the reckoning is coming for Bungie. And that's because there's no shot in hell Sony's going to continue to pay for, quite literally, I don't want to say they're not the most expensive studio in the entire industry, but over 800 developers working at Bellevue, Washington. It's like, and your only game that is available right now is Marathon. Sony's coming in like the Reaper, dude. And I think Bungie's cooked. I'm not saying that they won't give them another shot for another game, but I'm just saying they're definitely going to downsize, and they're going to keep them on a very, very tight leash. Because why? I mean, how could you not? How could you not? And that's what they need to do. It's easy to say what needs to be done from behind the screen. We don't have inside information. We don't have a lot of data. That's true, but I do think we have enough that if you look at what's going on with Marathon, and it's, it is interesting to me that, like, so many people, I mean, so many Destiny fans are screaming for Destiny 3, and Sony's just like, no. I think that's crazy. Like, that's where I start to wonder, like, Sony, are you the one messing up now? But I don't think it's just Sony, to be honest. I mean, Jason Schreier said that we're not getting Destiny 3 because it's too expensive, but I'm not convinced. I think a more likely reason we're not getting Destiny 3 is because Bungie doesn't know what to do. I get this feeling, truthfully, just from the outside vibes, right? That Bungie is like, they're paralyzed. Like the morale has dropped so low, and the odds are stacked so much against them that it's like they will not be able to overcome this, Okay, so I gotta ask the question, dude. Animal the Commissioner, you came into this chat and you typed MBG with all the excuses for Sony. You do realize we're talking negatively about Sony right now, right? Like, I can only assume you're behind on the chat, maybe. But keep going, I guess. Yeah, I mean, think about how much money Sony spent on Insomniac. They spent like $229 million. That's a drop in the bucket. No, I was saying specifically, I don't know that we can blame Sony for no Destiny 3. Because for all we know, Sony, I mean, look, maybe we can. Maybe Sony's making a stupid decision where it's like, Bungie's like, please let us make Destiny 3. And Sony's like, no, it's too expensive. That would be stupid, where it's like, Sony, that's probably your best chance of making any money back here. But I get the vibe, and it's not to defend Sony. It's just genuinely, I get this vibe from Bungie where it's like, I don't think you guys know what to do. I think you have the yips. I think they're frozen. I think they're panicked. And, you know, unfortunately, it just happens sometimes where, like, studios start to spiral. Can Bungie make the comeback? Maybe, but they're gonna have to do a hell of a lot. Top Shelf Gaming, you're saying Pony's not buying enough first-party studios. Want money, they get more money. Multi-platform. I'm scared for Sony. Stellar Blade and FF7 gone. What does that tell you? I mean, I'm gonna put this out here. All right. I think what a lot of people don't realize about PlayStation is that if they wanted to, they could literally downsize to have like 6 studios or like 7. And they could just say, we're releasing one game a year. And it's just going to be one big giant game every holiday. They could do that and they would be just fine. That's because PlayStation as a platform, they make the bulk of their money outside of their first party. They make the bulk of their success outside of their first party. So when you talk about the idea of like them selling less first party games, yeah, you're not wrong. And the question with that ultimately, I think is this. How does Sony feel about that? I mean, I'm asking that seriously. Like Hiroki Totoki, Hideaki Nishino, the people who are running the ship. How do you feel about your game selling less than they did previously? I'm asking because it's like, of course, they're not going to say, we love it, we want less sales. They're not going to say that. But it's like, are you like going to work very hard to try to improve sales? Or are you just looking at it as, well, here's factor A, B, C, and D as to why it's not COVID anymore? You know, we're charging $70 now. I don't know. I don't know how they view their diminishing sales, because when you look at some of the decisions they're making, it tells me they don't care. I'm going to be honest. It tells me they don't care. Where like, I mean, I don't know how far that could extend. Like we talk about Housemarque. Is Housemarque in danger? I don't know. I would hope not. But it's funny to me because it's like people focus so much on PlayStation sales and it's like, yeah, but what about Xbox sales? I'm asking that question because it's like we need to understand that Xbox has paved the way for like, here's what happens to a console publisher, not a publisher, a console manufacturer that's also involved with first-party publishing. Here's what happens when they don't sell enough games and then also don't sell enough consoles, because naturally we believe one is connected to the other, right? And Schmidt GT, thank you for the member gift, bro. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because here's the thing. If you look at the trajectory that Xbox went on Like basically after the 360 generation, their game sales fell off a cliff. And it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. When you look at what that did to the console and to the brand and how it forced them, it pushed them to have to do all these different things that they otherwise had no intention of doing. When we look at PlayStation, I think it's fair to make this comparison because we have to ask, is Sony entering a similar space? My answer to that, honestly, depends on which game we're talking about. If you look at Saros and you say, yeah, Saros is in that space, Saros is a game that might be at risk of not selling enough to even break even, let alone make a profit. Yeah, that's concerning. What happens to the studio? Thus, is Sony starting to get spooked that it's not just them? That's actually going to continue to be all their studios. But then you look at a game like Wolverine, and it's like, if Wolverine, I mean, what are the chances Wolverine sells poorly? What are the chances Wolverine isn't a huge success sales-wise? I think we can all safely say it's like, well, Wolverine's probably got it locked. So I don't think Sony's worried about Wolverine. But that's why when we talk about this God of War game, now that's what piques my interest. That's what really piques my interest. Because it's like, this game has been in development for 6 or 7 years. It obviously has a massive budget, probably like close to $300 million or more. Right? In fact, I think one of the reasons why you're going to see such a short marketing cycle is because of how expensive this game was to develop. And that's where it's like, the question I'm sure that Sony is going to be asking is, okay, well, God of War 2018 sold like 23 million copies lifetime. Ragnarok probably close to 20 million or 18 million or something crazy like that. Is this going to do similar numbers? Or is it just no matter what, you're getting significantly less sales with this new game? Because that's where things will start to get concerning for Sony. And I'm not saying that as somebody who's rooting for or against it. I mean, I personally think the game looks good, but it really is just like, there is a level of concern here where we know what happens if a first-party unit begins to break down and can't figure it out. We've seen how that affects the console ecosystem. We've seen how that affects the player base, and the results are devastating. I don't think Sony's there yet. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I disagree with people that when I encounter them, they're like, Sony's cooked, bro. Sony's toast. It's like, what you're really saying is you're not interested in their games. You don't speak for everybody. Because I will ask somebody like, do you think Wolverine is going to fail? Do you think God of War Lao Fei is going to fail? Do you think Intergalactic is going to fail? And maybe some of these people will say, yes, God of War Lao Fei will fail. Intergalactic will fail. And when they do, that will be the proof. The proof will now be in the pudding of, see? And yeah, maybe that's what happens. But we haven't crossed that bridge yet. And I guess I lean to be more... I lean more towards the optimistic side, truthfully. Perfect Image, you're saying MEG PlayStation genre of games don't speak to the majority. That's why he's right. Think about it. It's the genre. Not everyone wants to play selective games. I would agree with that, Perfect Image, but it's like, I think if that were true, then, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I think people tend to forget that Sony greenlit all of these games because the ones they made previously were extremely successful and appealed to a wide market. Is it possible that Sony misread the trajectory to an extent where it's like the market's going to change over the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years? Therefore, really think about that with some of these games you're greenlighting. Yeah, of course. But that's the name of the game. You want to go bigger. You want to go better. You want to make triple anus games, bro. You gotta make sure you're telegraphing it. And thank you to Baron Lords for gifting another membership. Where are we at? So we're at 63 I don't know. I guess we could see. I'll probably be going for a couple more minutes. If you guys want to try to hit the 75 mark, feel free to do that. But I appreciate that, Baron Lords. Thank you. Schmidt, you're saying been late. How was Summer Game Fest? Appreciate everything you do. Thank you. It was good, man. It was a good show. There were quite a few good games. Quite a few, actually. Probably close to double digit, I would say, for games that I'm interested in. So it was a 2-hour show. Didn't go over 2 hours, which I appreciate it. He kept it tight. Ended it at the 2-hour mark. It was a good show, man. Kirby Shaw with a $10 chat says, maybe it's because I'm getting older. I'm 35, but all they have to do is a Sly Cooper, Jack, and Daxter, new Crash Bandicoot, more fun, lighthearted nostalgia games, and they will make an absolute killing. Yeah, and what I'll say to that, Kirby, is I think they got the message. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the rumors are not true. But I think they got the message that you know, there are so many PlayStation fans and just gamers asking for some of these games to come back. I think, you know, the reports we've heard is that Sony is now willing to license these games. You know? Previously, they weren't. I think they're doing that in preparation for the PS6. But guys, actually, I did lose track of time. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up now. All right, yeah, I'll wait, what? Why? There's somebody in my chat named Xbox PC Grifter saying, I embrace the title that was given to me by the ponies, bro. What? All right, that's a sign to wrap up. God, man. So yeah, I mean, look, I love getting deep into the weeds of these conversations because I think there's so many interesting things happening, but I do try to separate, you know, these two things into, you know, put them in two different bins where it's like we can talk about the business side, but outside of the business side, I am just going to be honest when I tell you, man, gaming is good. Like it really is. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I legit am overwhelmed with stuff to play right now. I don't know how I'm going to handle the remainder of this year, and 2027 it's not even really something I can even process right now. I mean, I'm trying to because we're getting some 2027 games revealed, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Tarnished with a $5, Tarnished Gamer with a $5 chat says, multiplats are killing it, guys. Shout out to Shift Up and Square Enix. I mean, yeah. You do have to ask the question. You do have to ask the question, though. Where's From Software? Because I'll be honest with you, man, I wasn't convinced. I was saying in the beginning, like, I don't know. I thought From Software was going to show up. I really did. I really did. Multiplat gaming for life, bro. Sony, don't do exclusives. Stop doing exclusives. We don't need them anymore. The console wars are over. They've been over. No, it's fine. It's fine. Sony, if you want to make your own games exclusive, do it. But I am at a point where I don't think Sony needs multiplats or like third-party multiplat games. You know what I mean? Third-party exclusives, sorry. They don't need to go to multi-platform publishers and say, we want to make this exclusive. I don't think they need it because I don't think people care anymore, dude. I think that might be the greater take-home message here. Of like, sure, you can pay to lock this game down, but it's going to do good either way. It's going to do good on your platform whether you do that or not. I don't know, though. I don't know that Sony's in that place. We'll find. I think the PS6 is where we'll get our answer. But, all right, guys, that is going to wrap up today's stream, though. Summer Game Fest, one of the better years. One of the better years. A lot of great games. Next up, Xbox Showcase. I'll be streaming that. We'll probably go live pretty early since they streamed their show earlier. And I hope to see you guys there. See what they have on the docket. That's it. All right, guys. Hit that like button on your way out. Thank you to everybody who dropped support. If you dropped memberships, super chats, direct donations, really appreciate it. I can only do what I do here because you guys make it possible. So huge shout out to the community. You guys are awesome. And I won't be back tomorrow. I'm going to have to rest up tomorrow. I got to prepare for Sunday. But we'll be back here Sunday. All right. So please look forward to that. That's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, everyone.